Shut up and sit down.
Too late, because...
Rightio, folks. Hello there, Colin here, Festa 67's workshop, and welcome to another Friday Frolic,
Friday Frolic!
I know. It's come round mega quick, so without further ado, let's get all the pimping out of the way. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or you can click the join button below this or any of my other video content. That'll give you access to the Zoom 24/7 hangout. All the links for that for YouTube and Patreon are all in the description, folks, and you can also do the same with Fox over at patreon.com/modelmakingguru, or click the join button under any of these video content. Yes,
click my buttons.
So pimpage done. Many thanks to Fox for pimping it on all the groups today, because I am useless.
Yeah.
In the chat tonight we have Marcus Brun is in saying hello. Hello Marcus, how you doing,
Hello,
mate?
Marcus. Hello.
Me and Fox are in there. The lovely Wendy Hickson with an H. You jugs.
Lovely
Colin
Wendy
Fox.
Hickson. Hugs all round to Wendy.
She's also saying everyone and who have caught the dreaded lurgy, pretend hugs. Oh, bless you. Also, get well soon, Andy McClish. I hear you've got the Velociraptor, mate, so if you're watching this, get well soon, mate.
Picked up the bug, you spoon.
Absolutely. Paul J. Lewis is in, saying evening all. Hello, Colin Fox, and all in chat. And Jeff Light is in, says, hi, guys, and everyone in chat. Open trust, all is well with everyone else.
Hello, Jeff Light.
Wishy alert, Edward Leonard is in. There you go. He says, hello, Colin Fox and everyone in chat. We got another blast from the past, the legend that is Skull is in.
Did you say Skull?
I did. I thought evening, everyone, he says.
I thought you said Skull.
No, you misheard me. I went Skull.
Oh, I thought you went skull.
No, you missed the skullfish.
Because I was doing skullfish.
Underneath the skull, fishes.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
Skullless fish.
No, what do you call a fish with no eyes?
Don't know.
Fish.
God.
Think about it.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
See,
yeah, I know.
You're laughing inside, really, aren't you? You're laughing inside.
I am. My shoulders are in chuckle bunny mode, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Edward's saying hello to Skullfish, Jeff Light and Paul Lewis. Happy days.
Stop doing that now.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. But yeah, nice to see you in, Skullfish. He says you guys haven't changed. No, we haven't, mate.
Exactly.
Skullfish.
I don't know why I went all Uncle Aspidistra then.
Tell you though, I had a ring to it, mate. But anyway.
Yes.
Anyway, how are you? And how is? Shall we do that again?
Hello. The end fell off.
How are you? And how's Mama Fox?
Just go and rescue that from under my bench. Hang on.
I don't know. He had one simple job, folks.
It's Ork. It's fine. It's not going to get damaged. Yeah. All is well here. All is fine and dandy. I've just opened my window because I made the mistake of not having my window.
Yeah, it's a bit warm, isn't it, mate?
It's as hot as balls in here. So yes. So yeah, all doing well. All fine and dandy. How are you, my friend?
Fine and dandy, mate. I've been keeping an eye on your Horus Heresy builds, and
oh yes, it's forever and ever.
Yeah, I may have got some paint this week as well, didn't I?
Just one or two. Just one or two. Are you gonna? I think you should screen share the picture later on. Save it somewhere and screen share it. Show.
I can do that. I
Not
do
in
believe.
The chat, obviously, because yeah.
No, I do believe I have got said picture around somewhere. But yeah, it was one of those when it was like, might have bought all the paints. So yeah.
Yes.
But you was proud of me, weren't you, mate?
I was. You bought many things. Now, you'd be proud of me.
Go on.
Because I had to go to the opticians on Tuesday to have my eyes checked for my blood pressure and stuff. But also, I thought I'll get my eyes checked while I'm there. I'll go and eye test and stuff. Order some new glasses. My optician is only a few doors down the road from the local Warhammer store.
Yeah.
You will be very proud of me because I did not even go into the Warhammer store.
Yeah, but wasn't it shut on that day?
Shut up.
Because that's
not the point.
That's the only reason you behaved yourself, innit? Let's be honest.
It's not important. You're reading between the lines. I never said that.
See, I wouldn't be able to go downtown because I know I'd end up heading there. And if I walked in them doors, yeah.
Yeah. Well, luckily, when I go and pick them up next week, it's Tuesday. So it's also, my local store's closed on Tuesday. I'm like, I took a load of money and I said to Mum Fox, I'm just taking a load of money from your purse. It may not be there when I get back if the Warhammer store's open. I came back and said, you're safe. There's all your money.
Yeah, here you go, folks. I bought some paint. Yeah.
Oh. Just one or two, Mrs. Wembley.
Yeah.
Are they all the contrast paint? Are they all contrast paints?
They're all the existing contrast paints plus the medium, yeah.
Ooh.
And then I shall be getting the latest editions when they're released. So, yeah, it's just something I'm planning on doing and getting into. Yeah. And they'll come in handy for that. I'm not migrating solely to contrast, but they're nice to have in the armoury.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, I use them. I've not used them much, but I did use them to get the metallic effects for Borderlands.
Yeah.
Cell-shaded, not cell-shaded. Anime style.
Yeah.
Comic book style. They work really well for that.
So I may be doing research because, because that's what I do. But, yeah.
You got a big thing sticking out your end there.
Yeah, it's basically the end of the gun is a bit bronze and list, as you can see, and that's annoying me.
Is it not quite straighted?
So by putting this tiny little wedge underneath it, adhering
the barrel,
it'll make it level.
That's like when you're watching one of them 3D films and they do everything they can to point things at the camera.
Absolutely. So that's what the plan is with that, mate.
Stolefish
is saying,
filth. Nicely, thank you.
Filth.
Filthy, dirty filth.
Nothing wrong with a bit of filth.
Nope, you can't go wrong with filth. Filth will always serve you well.
Absolutely. How you been, Skullfish, anyway, mate? It's lovely to see you about again, mate.
Yeah. Has the rash cleared up yet? Are you walking normal again?
Yeah, it's not true,
Do
mate.
let us know. Right, I've got to sort of clean some missiles and finish building this. I'm behind you, like miles behind you now.
Yeah, I'm just fettling, mate. Going round and de-seaming and just fettling, mate, because I'm at that...
Well, the thing is, you've got a shed load of extra stuff to do that I'm not doing, so it doesn't matter that I'm behind anyway.
No, this is it. You know, I'm not going to be starting it this week, but yeah, I shall have a bit of interior going in and gubbins.
Gubbins? I knew you were going to say gubbins.
Yeah, you've got to have a bit of gubbins, ain't you, mate?
Look at the gubularity.
I'm so ork, ain't I?
Mm-hmm.
I'll blame you.
You're made of ork. Yes.
Totally blame you.
Here's the thing. I ordered some new glasses.
Yeah.
Despite all our conversations, I've gone for varifocals again.
Oh, you ain't, you tit.
But I explained to him why I didn't like my varifocals.
Yeah.
That, you know, they're not really that bad for me. It's just when I get in the car, like I can't see stuff there, and and he said, okay, well, what that's telling me is that you've got this particular type of varifocal. That's not the right one for you. Then try this one instead. It's a different. The ones I've ordered have got like a much wider focal area and stuff like that. He said, so this would be more suited for looking down at the bench than looking up at the monitor and things like that. So I'm like, okay. And you'll be able to drive your car.
Yeah, them varifocals there, I changed from that to the ones I'm wearing that have got a wider focal area. Yeah. And I'll be...
we'll see.
Yeah, it's... They've got their uses, but also that's a bit of pain in the bum. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a tricky one because I need to be able to see like my computer monitor, but I also need to be able to see like the car in front of me and read the license plate and the road sign. But I also need to do some close-up stuff.
Absolutely.
So I was kind of like, well, I know I'm going to get 2 pairs of glasses because buy one get one free, but
yeah.
I need to do 3 things, not 2. So I thought I'm going to have to go for varies for them, and then just get the second pair is just my
Yeah.
Am I looking at the computer screen pair?
I'll get in 2 pairs of bifocals with different magnifications, if that makes
Yeah, I know what you
sense.
mean.
So
I did think about that.
yeah.
I was just kind of stuck because I've got 3 requirements rather than
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
it.
oh,
That's it. You know, I don't drive now, so
yes. I did ask them. I asked the optician, could I just order a pair of glasses that are purely designed to magnify the shit out of everything?
yeah.
Because I wear these flippy flappy things. So she took me flippy flappies.
Yeah.
She took these and she put them under the machine to find out what they were.
Yeah.
And this is the R4 diopter. And you said, yeah, we can make you glasses that all they do is just make everything bigger.
Yeah.
So you won't need to wear your flippy flappies.
Yeah.
And I thought that'd be great. But then hang on a minute. When I need to then look at the instructions or my iPad.
You got to take them
my
off
cup of
again,
tea.
whereas with these, we can just lift the flippy flappies up.
Yeah, so I decided that wasn't a good idea.
Seemed it at the time. I get you thinking.
Yeah, it's like, why can't I just have massive... Can I just get glasses that magnify everything 50 times? Can I get, like, telescopes? She said they'd be very thick. I know.
Yeah.
But it turns out as well, I also found out that for some reason or other that I didn't quite understand or can't remember, because I'm an idiot, I have a sensitivity to very bright lights, which is why I've been getting so many headaches over the last few years.
Yeah.
Because it's when I do things like the E-Models show,
Yeah.
or a piece to camera, and I've got a spotlight, a light right in front of my face.
Yeah.
My eyes are going, ha ha ha!
Why don't you get
I
a
didn't
set
know.
of the flip-up yellows like I use then?
What I've ordered is my second pair. Instead of being sunglasses, because I have no need for sunglasses,
Yeah.
they're going to be Jeff Lynne style graduated tints.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're just designed for like TV monitor work. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm never going to use them for like working at the bench.
Oh.
They're just designed so I can see the monitor that's a couple of feet away.
Yeah.
But they've got graduated to them, so they cover my eyes up a little bit. But they're not completely tinted because I don't want to wear sunglasses.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I can do my Jeff Lynne.
Yeah.
So,
Are you going to do the singy, wordy wordage?
oh yeah,
So proud of you, you know.
oh yeah.
Little bits
Well,
of me
I pick-
light up inside when you have days like this with brilliant
Oh, yeah.
ideas.
I know. Well, it was tricky. I was looking at all the different tints, and it was tricky to see what would be a decent dark tint.
Yeah.
But so I've ordered what I think might be right, but I'll pick them up on Tuesday. If they're not dark enough, I can get them retinted dark
Yeah.
if I need to.
You're
But it's also
you're
handy
a
'cause
big
it's-
tint.
Well, yeah, I made a tint. It's also handy another way because it means I get to cover up my eyes because I don't like my eyes.
Yeah, you've
I'd
said
rather hide
before.
them. Yeah, so it's kind of like a bit of a serendipitous thing.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, if you're going to be on camera, he said for your YouTube, you probably want to get some tints. I'm like, woohoo!
Absolutely days. James is in, JC Bricks and Builds, saying hello.
Hey,
Hello,
James.
John Christmas is in. Good evening, guys. Hello, John. How you
Ooh.
doing, buddy? Welcome, mate.
Hello, John Christmas.
Skullfish says, laugh out loud. He says, fighting the Rona at the moment, but otherwise cracking on with too many
You
kids
as
at
well.
the same time.
Oh dear.
Sorry to hear that, Skullfish. You make sure you
Yeah.
stay safe, mate.
You and Andy McLeish are both
Yeah.
fighting off the chocolate velociraptor.
Kevin Stevens is in, says, evening all, guys and girls. Hope
Hey, Kev.
everyone's well. Hello, Kev. How you doing, guys?
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, my son. Welcome to the
What,
twilight
my son?
zone.
All right.
Yeah, I reckon sling him down there a bit. I like it down there. That sounded so
Beg your pardon?
wrong. That sounded so wrong.
Steady,
Yeah,
Neris.
yeah. I need to get
I'm
out
not
more.
even getting involved in that. I think you don't need to get out. I think you need to stay in more.
Yeah. Stay indoors.
Filthy,
Kev.
dirty little bugger. Oh, that was rubbish. That's the wrong stick.
So we got
Ah,
a bit
la
of
la 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 la.
we
I
got,
initially thought it'd take me about 4 weeks to build and paint that Horus Heresy set. You know,
yeah. Was you
I built 12.
really
I
wrong?
built 12. I built 12 dudes in a week.
How many have you got?
50.
Oh dear.
52 plus a tank and a dreadnought.
Oh dear.
Well, I've not built. I've built 12, 13, 14. I've built so far.
Yeah.
17 after today's live stream. So.
So it's going well then.
Well, I've only got the rank and file to do now. Well, I've got 10 Terminators. I've got 38 to go. So, yeah. Good though. I'm enjoying it.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to have to make sure I paint them fast. Ha la la la. So what was this? What prompted you to get all these contrast paints? Then what triggered you there? Were you like, oh, you know what?
Yeah, I'm looking at creatures and figures in the genre, and
The genre. I like that.
yeah, I've seen a few little bits there, and I'm like, yeah, I might, I'd quite fancy them. And then I just watched some videos, and contrast paints were on there, and I liked some of the effects, not all of the effects, don't get me wrong, but I think they're a good addition to the armoury.
Yeah, they are. That's one of their strengths, is for things like organic stuff like figures and flesh, and
Absolutely,
materials
I
and
just thought,
fabrics and
well,
stuff.
they'll come in handy for that, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to having a play with them. Skullfish says, are we building the Ork cookie jars? We are, mate. Sorry, Skullfish. We are building the Ork Stompers, mate.
Stompular.
Joel Grit is in, says, morning, Colin Foxx, all in chat, hope he's well. Hello, mate, how you doing, Joel?
Hello, dude.
So, yes, mate, that's what we're building, mate. Stompers. Happy Stomper times.
Stomp, dump, 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 dump.
So there will be opening doors and things like that going on, because there's going to be some gubbins inside, so...
You're an opening door.
Absolutely. But it's going to go somewhere on the front. And then...
I'm going to cut this bit off the end of the missile here, because it's got... where the gap between the two halves was, it's not just like two halves that go together like that. There's a big chunk taken out of both ends.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's a hollow screw, and I'm like, so I'm tempted just to cut it off.
Cut it off. Modify it. You know you want to.
Well, there won't be a visible nozzle, but I haven't got anything tubular that will double up as a nozzle, you see. So
yeah.
So I'll just have to cut it off and live with the consequences, I guess.
Yeah.
Where's my saw? Colin, I'm getting my saw out.
Get your saw out. Get your saw out.
Are you sat down because you're about to witness me sawing something?
Oh, mate, can I just put... I'm going to put all my bits down.
Put your bits down.
Are
you ready?
I am so impressed I've put your full screen.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've got nothing to replace it with. So it's going to be a missile without like an engine nozzle.
Dude, I've got faith in you. Go on. God, this is
Unless I could... Ooh.
This is a defining moment.
Unless I've got somewhere some kind of like rocket nozzle, maybe. I don't think I have though. Oh, fudge.
Yeah, you are seeing this, folks. Look at that. There you go, folks. You saw it here first.
Yes, you can now rest easy that you've seen it with your
Fox
own
got
fair
his
eyes.
saw out live on air.
There was sawing and ouch and cutting and scraking and...
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm so
I need
proud
something
of
to
you,
put in
mate.
it now. Yeah, I just need something to put in it, but I haven't got any kind of rocket nozzles or anything. That's the only downside.
Right. We got that. We got that.
Nozzle.
We got a bit of
You're a
that.
nozzle.
I like being a nozzle.
Have you got a bit of that?
I have. I'm just figuring out where that's going to sit.
Massive choppity risk. No, you can't cut yourself on a Tamiya modelling saw because it's nowhere near your fingers. You have to be a bit of a spoon to injure yourself with that.
I think you've just made a rod for your own back there now, because if anyone is going to cut themselves, it's going to be you.
Well, you're never going to see me use it again, are you, sir?
Yeah.
It's not likely. The Magic 8 Ball says, yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Right, what can I fill that?
Yeah,
I'll
do
just have to
I.
leave it hollow. With nothing in it. Still looks a bit rubbish, but it's better.
Yeah.
Now there's a gap on the other side. God damn it.
Bit of a jaunty angle, I reckon, for that.
You're a jaunty angle.
I like being a jaunty angle.
If only I had some, like, plastic straws or something I could make a nozzle out of.
Get your straws in. Free for a
I ain't
pound.
got no straws or tubes. Oh, I know what I've got. Oh, matron. I don't know if I've got anything big enough. Ooh.
Right.
Now you're going to be really proud of me.
Well, they'll go on. Am I going to be suitably
Oh,
impressed?
maybe not. Maybe not. They're all really... I've got... Oh, yes, I've got... Look at that. Spare paintbrush tubes. Get the F in.
Oh, you legend. Bobbins is
Nice.
in. Massive choppity risk.
Hey, Bobbins.
Skullfish says, who on earth has let Fox near a saw? I know, Skullfish. Things I never thought I'd see, mate.
Foxosaurus. Oh, Cole. It fits in.
Oh, mate, I'm so proud of you.
Look. Oh, it fits. Perfect. I've no idea what brush that was from, but it's been sacrificed for the greater good. It must be a towel brush.
I'm so proud of you.
So what I need to do now... I've got to do it again. It's got to come back. You know what's got to come back now, don't you?
No. Wow.
Sounds like an old asthmatic dog.
Sounds like the noise H makes when she's snoring.
Steady now. I wondered how you were going to end that sentence. Sounds like a really, really crap budget Darth Vader. Right, there you go. Put that to one side. Have I just done some form of shenanigans?
You have.
Holy crap.
You've done scratch buildery sawiness.
I may need to seek medical advisings.
I'm proud
Look
of
at
you,
that,
mate.
it just pushes. It just pushes in. It's never going to come out ever again. I've still got a big gap round the side, unfortunately, but I can fudge that because now I've got that nozzle.
It's a friction fit.
It's a damn friction fit. But the thing is, because I've got that nozzle sticking out,
Yeah.
it means I can now put a little bit of plastic card over those gaps there and make it look like a piece of just whatever.
Proud of you, soldier.
Because without that, it looked like there was a big crack in the nozzle, but with it, yes, I'm so awesome. You know I am.
They grow up so quick.
It is the truth. Look at that. Once it's got a primer coat and paint on it, you'll never know. I can put this back in the bag because it'll still fit on a brush, probably not.
So proud of you, mate.
Wow.
Welling up, mate.
I've come of age. My bits have dropped. And I've gone all deep voiced. Oh, now I need some plastic card for them other bits. And rivets.
These bits have all dropped, folks.
Wendy, look, rivets. I'll be using your rivets again.
He's good, isn't he?
This model has seen more rivets than I don't know, something that has a lot of rivets on it.
Have you found it riveting?
You're so banned. Just get out.
Okay.
Bye.
Sorry, mate.
You still here? Bye.
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. Do you want me to go now?
Yeah, you still here?
Yeah, okay. Ta-ra, mate.
Bye. You still here?
Can I come back now?
No. Not allowed.
Oh, I'm going to tell my mum.
Tell my mum she's coming up the stairs.
The legend that is Mama Fox.
Hello, Mama Fox.
Oh, bless her.
She did send you hugs, by the way.
Yeah, I know you said. I was so chuffed. I like my Mama Fox hugs.
Not many people get Mama Fox hugs. Make myself little bits of card here just to cover up these egregious gaps. That it's just fallen in my pot of glue. Oh well, not that bit of card then.
You didn't want that bit then, no?
No, clearly not, no. I do like, when I'm cutting bits of card for things like this, I do like the fact that I'm not measuring and making them all precise. If there's one on either side, they're a bit different.
Oh, yeah, it's all,
like that.
mate, you can do what you like.
Yeah. Do.
That's the beauty of this stuff.
That's the beauty of Ork.
Ork ability.
Put an Ork in your tank. So that's too big now. Fudge. Tweezers. I need my tweezers. Where are my tweezers? They are my tweezers. Yeah, that's richtig.
Right.
Get off. Change the size in a moment. Oh, I'll just do a fresh one. There we go. It's like I've got these little strips of plastic card that they're just offcuts from stuff I've made in the past.
Yeah.
But they're all invariably not like wider at one than the other.
Yeah.
So across all my models, there's an endless number of like little greebles that aren't quite rectangular. It seems to be the way forward. Right, so if I do that, it needs to be about there.
And that's the thing with these, we can attack these as much as we want with the Dremels and add damage and all sorts of gubbins. So
Yeah.
loads to be done. It's funny, I keep looking over at the big box of plastic still there, and I'm like, really?
I get that when I look at the Horus Heresy set.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how heavy that box it actually is.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow. Oh, sponge. Behave. La 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 la. There we go, that's that not lined up at all. There we go. And little plates on the back there, so you can see around the side of the nozzle, little bits of plates to cover up the gap. So what they need now is some rivets. Always need rivets. Always need rivets. Skullfish says a miniature saw. Yes, it's a Tamiya plastic saw. From Tamiya. Designed specifically for... It's actually designed for cutting the bottom off battleships to make them waterline ships. That's what it was originally designed for. So you can get their ship kits and cut the bottom of the hull off. I just made that up. It sounded good though, didn't it?
I'm impressed.
I bet you believed it until I just told you it was made up.
I did.
You totally believe that.
I was convinced.
I know. I've got a bridge for sale, by the way, if you're interested.
A bridge? Good man.
Yeah. It's an old joke.
Wendy says, who started the 0.6 diameter, 0.25 thick rivet? It's taken so long and not even covered the bottom of the pot. Oh, bless you.
We've got quite a few ready. There's absolutely no rush. You're taking your time, but you still need to let us know how much you want.
Yes.
We need to know what we're paying you, or giving you, or sending, or doing something. Because we're not doing it for free. I mean, you're not doing it for free. Because she's not got a choice, has she, Cole?
No. So we want to treat you, Wendy. So
yeah. And if you don't give us a price, we'll, I don't know, just send you some deathcore stuff or something.
Yeah, we'll just send you something, ship you something up.
Yeah, she likes deathcore.
There you go then.
But I don't know how much packs of rivets are worth. Packs of rivets are worth, you see, so... I don't want to send you 10p if they're worth £5. I don't want to send you £5 if they're worth 75 quid, so... Right, is this missile clean? Missile not clean. No. No, it is not.
Let's put that. Yes.
I know why the Horus Heresy thing's taking me so long.
Why is that, mate?
It's totally your fault.
Oh, mate, I accept full responsibility for the error of your ways.
Because you're teaching me how to build slowly when we're doing these builds. This and the Lehman Rushes, you see.
I know.
We're both learning how to build slowly. You're learning how to build slowly, and I'm learning how to build more detailed and carefully.
Yes.
Because I build slowly anyway. How to pay more attention to detail. So we're both learning. It's totally your fault.
Absolutely, I accept full responsibility.
H, did you hear that? Mrs. Workshop. I'll record that now, and I'll use that as a little sound sample whenever I need to blackmail you.
I've got headphones in, so she won't hear it.
Yeah, but I can record it and send it to her.
Yeah.
Because it's like a live stream on the YouTube, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just cruel. That's just cruel you're doing that to me.
Cruel or taking advantage of the local environment?
Cruel and unusual punishment.
It's me. It's not unusual. No, don't sing it.
No, I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't want to subject the internet to that.
What, you singing?
Yeah.
For all we know, you might have a wonderful singing voice.
No, believe you me, it isn't.
You might have. We don't know.
No, I'm not going to demonstrate either.
I think you should.
I don't think I
think
should.
the world... See, now we've started this conversation, all the chat's like, yeah, no, we need to hear it now.
No, it's not going to happen. I just heard a distinct musical thing there. Candy Graham from Mongo has put in a $5 super chat. Says Happy Canada Day. Thank you
yes, I've got to do that
very,
again.
very much, Jeff. Thank you.
Although I can't play the music in my stream today, I suddenly stopped everything and played Oh Canada and waved my flag.
Yeah, Canada Day. Thank you very, very much, Jeff. It's the one thing I didn't pin. You could also help support the channel if you want by clicking the $sign like Candygram did and whop in a super chat and you get your name in a nice box. And you get a bit of on-screen air guitar goodness as well.
I don't know where the camera is.
Dun, 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 dun.
There you go.
I'm impressed.
Oh Canada, from sea to shine. No, that's the wrong national anthem. Never mind, I don't know the words. Oh Canada, for car insurance cheap, clearance price. I don't know, I'm just making it up now. I probably should learn the words really, as it's my favourite national anthem. Oh Christmas tree. No, that's not right. It is the best national anthem of all of them.
Better than ours. Ours is useless.
Did you know, interesting fact that I found out,
Yeah.
while I was collecting national anthems for use in my videos, the worst one that I found was Japan,
Yeah.
because it's just boring and makes no sense at all. It's not hummable at all.
Yeah.
The funniest one was Australia,
Yeah.
because it sounds like Advanced Australia. If it's not being played by a 1970s pops orchestra, it doesn't sound right. It needs to have like cheesy drum and brass track. It needs to be done by like a small like comedy orchestra in a band. Advanced Australia doesn't sound right. It's not got any pomp and circumstance. It's just like bam, 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 bam. It's like comedy music. It's great. But I found out that the Russian national anthem, the national anthem of whatever, I don't know what it's called. It's called, is actually copyright. You can't use it.
Really?
Yeah, they actually have a copyright thing on it, and they'll claim it if you try and use it, apparently. Because all the recordings I found for national anthems are like, they're all either old tunes anyway, so they're outside of copyright, or they're just written as national anthems.
Yeah.
And they're performed by things like the US Marine Band, so it's a work in the public domain.
See,
The music's not copyright.
I
But
think,
Russia, no.
I think the new UK national anthem should be Underneath the Arms. Yeah. Dude,
Yes, I didn't know that. So it's tricky using the Russian. Not that they can do anything, but it's as far as I know, the only national anthem that isn't publicly in the public domain.
Dude, I've got an arm on my stomper.
Oh, I can't stand up now. Look at the size of that. Oh. Holy shit sticks. Where the hell are you going to put that? Is that glued on, or is that just a quick temporary fix?
Oh, no, that's glued on, mate.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, I'm already thinking, holy... It squeezes in between the Bane blade and the Warlick.
I think you're going to have some fun painting some... Not that you can't get to any bits.
Yeah.
But any bits where you might have to turn it on its side and upside down, you're going to be poking yourself in the eye, I think, with that fuss,
Yeah, look at that. Can still get all the pulleys underneath the arms. Underneath the armpits. So, yeah.
Did we really just come with that? Yeah, that is awesome.
You could have a stripe pig for that. But yeah, that's going to sit on the shelf next to the Warlick, the Insane Blade, and yeah.
The thing that gets me is that looks incredible, but next to the Warlick, it's tiny.
Yeah, the Warlick is tall, isn't it? You want to see the
Warlick.
Warlick.
The Warlick. The fact that the Warlick makes the basic Stomper look tiny is impressive, to say the least.
Fox wants to see the Warlick, doesn't he?
Yeah, I've spent half an hour now cleaning up one single missile.
There you go, Fox. Just for you. There's the violet.
Moist. Put it away, put it away, put it away now. You see what I did there? Was that fleshy bits?
No move.
I wasn't looking, so I saw nothing.
No moobage. No moobs were harmed in the making of this video, folks.
Are you wearing the appropriate garb?
Oh, yeah, I got the t-shirt on, mate.
Oh, good lad. I've done one missile so far tonight. I can't believe it. Oh, that brush tube. Oh, I'm so excited by the fact that the brush tube.
So proud of you, mate.
I'm more proud that I remembered I had brush tubes in a bag. Fun Canada fact, says Jeff at Candygram for Mongo, who is our resident Carl Sagan.
Absolutely.
The Earth is the shore of the cosmic ocean. Recently, we waded all the way out, and the water seems inviting. Fun Canada fact. Colonel Sanders of KFC fame lived in Canada from 1965 until his death, aged 90, in 1980.
Oh, wow.
Doot, doo, 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 doo. Fun Canada fact. If you take all the letters in the name Canada and take out all the letters and replace them with completely different letters, you can make it into whole different words and place names. It's amazing. You're thinking about that now, aren't you?
No, I'm holding.
You're doing that in your head. Arm on. Is that a French chap? Arm on.
Arm on. Yeah.
You see what I did there?
I did. Please don't do it again.
I'm just unstoppable, aren't I?
You're a legend, mate, in your own legendness.
I'm a legend. Oh, Canada has a I don't know the words, so I'll club sing it instead.
Yeah, heady ho. Heady ho.
Yeah, Advanced Australia is just bam, 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 bam. It's just like, it just needs a in these, you know, like when you get like a quiz show, like Blankety Blank or something, and you get the house band inside, and it's like 2 trumpets, a guitar, and a bass and a drum. It's like that, and if that's how it's played, if it's not played like that, it just sounds really it just sounds like a cheesy 1970s game show theme, which to me is like, oh, Australia, don't ever change. Where are we? Oh, there we go. Edward Leonard, tell Fox that you want his Vanquisher. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the rivets aren't worth that much.
Yeah.
Vanquisher. I've dropped the price on my Vanquisher for a limited period, by the way, folks. If you've been thinking about picking it up, bit of self-pimpage there. It's had a 15% reduction in its cost. So you can, if you want to buy it, you can save yourself 15%, which is a significant amount of money.
That is.
You'll actually be saving more than the kit is actually costs to buy. That's how significant a savings it is. Don't say I never do nothing for you. Right.
Absolutely.
Bam, 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 bam.
It is a work of art.
Aye, thank you. When are you getting yours on eBay?
Don't know yet.
When you've painted some.
Yeah, when I painted some, basically.
Good lad.
I saw what you did. I saw what you
and
did.
You can share your art. Art. I said art. Steady now.
Yeah, now I'm really worried.
Steady now.
Right, let's try and mould that in a situ.
I think everyone in chat, because it's Canada Day today, or yesterday, or whenever it was, everyone in chat should provide at least one fun Canada fact. Can be anything you want, but everyone should provide for the chat at least one Canada fact. Doesn't have to be true. Fun Canada fact. Poutine is the national animal of Canada.
Right. I'll keep an hold of that for a minute. End of the day, eh? Ow. Yeah. It's one of them countries I'd love to go to, Canada.
Mm. Did you ever use...
I don't know why, but it just appeals to me. Carry on.
I think Canada and New Zealand are the same kind of thing. They both seem to be very nice, polite places.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be anything wrong. I mean, I know no country's perfect, and even Canada has its issues. I mean, let's not be wrong.
Absolutely. You know,
I'm not
you
stupid,
get good and
but-
bad everywhere, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Except New Zealand, where everything's brilliant all the time, always. Because there's only 35 people that live in New Zealand, so...
Yeah, but New Zealand's got its issues as well.
Importantly, though, it has nothing that wants to try and kill you.
Oh, I don't know.
As in native wildlife.
Oh, right, native wildlife, yeah.
I mean, for somewhere that's just next to Australia.
Oh, on Australia, everything wants to kill you.
Oh, God, yeah. Welcome to Australia, where your life ends. Thanks.
There you go.
Wendy Hickson. Canada fact, it can get very cold. It certainly can, Stanley.
Go. Just got to hold on to that whilst that goes
Jeff
on.
says, fun Canada fact. Oh, we've done that one. In Canada, it is legal to launch an adult moose from a catapult, says Bobbins. I'd like to think that.
That's it.
I'd like to think that's true, and knowing Canada, it probably is.
Yeah.
Canada A. That's such a cheesy national anthem. I love it so much.
Dude, it's even bigger now.
Oh, Christ on a stick. Would you look at that?
That's just insane, isn't it?
That's just... And what I love is the fact it's supposed to be the Ork equivalent of an Imperial Knight, but you could fit an Imperial Knight inside it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, you literally could fit an Imperial Knight inside that.
But it's going to have grot tank in it.
Oh, yeah. Which you've already loosely assembled by accident.
Oh, yeah, these things accidentally on purpose, accidentally happen.
Yeah, accidentally test fittings and all that.
Yeah, it's just mad, isn't it?
It is. I'm not there yet. Fun Canada fact, says Paul Lewis. Canadians are not Americans. There you go. Jeff says, fun Canada fact. My parents sent me tent camping in Canada in the winter. More than once. It was still awesome. I remember watching a video a few years ago.
Yeah.
This was after 2016.
Mm-hmm.
You can draw from that what you want. And things were a little difficult in the US of A.
Yeah.
At the time. And I saw a video from this Canadian comedian who did this fake advertising campaign. And it was basically it was saying, he said, look, we know you Americans, you're not like us. We try our best, so we're going to do you a favour. We'll run for president so we can sort you out, help you get sorted out.
Yeah.
So they had the Canada for President campaign.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Vote Canada for the 45th presidency, or whatever it was.
Yeah, 45th, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
Biden's 46, isn't he? So, yeah.
Yes. He doesn't look a day over 90.
Oh, God, yeah.
See what I did there?
I did. I'm impressed.
Hey, le, 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 le. I can see myself just cleaning bombs all night.
Absolutely love the insanity of that.
Is this even more insane than the Insane Blade?
It will be,
mean-
yeah. There's a few additions to go on. The Greebles box will come out.
Oh, God. I mean, with the Insane Blade, you're starting from a perfectly acceptable and reasonable Bane Blade. From this, you're starting from a nightmare nonsense shenanigan, and you're going to be adding your touch to it.
Exactly.
I can't imagine where it's gonna go.
It's just, it's not going to be long and thin, is it?
I knew a girl like that once. The only thing is, though, it's tame compared to the Warlock.
Yes.
Whatever you do to it, it's just not going to be that. Can you outmad Steve? That's the question.
Yeah, I think it's doable, don't get me wrong, but again, because the Wileck is based on a Stompa,
Yeah.
part of me saying keep the Stompa as near to Stompa-ish as possible so that people can appreciate the difference in the Wileck.
Yeah, true.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, you've got customization going on inside. That's a lot of work, so
Yeah.
I don't think you need to do much else, really, do you?
Well, this is it. It'll be displayed with the doors open and the grot tank coming out, so...
Doors open, pies are on. See what I did there?
I did. Yeah, I'm
Give
just...
him a big hand.
No matter what angle you look at this at, you can just see the painting and the texture and...
Oh, yeah.
Mental.
So much fun is going to be had painting these puppies, because it's just going to be like, you just have to put your brain into like, I'm back at school, I'm finger painting and I'm making paintings out of macaroni and cartridge paper, because that's all you need to do, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You don't need to get all poncy with Ork stuff. Andy McLeish, Drudge is in, ringing a bell. Oye, oye, make way, favoured of Nurgle coming through. Yes, he is suffering with the gifts of Papa Nurgle at the moment.
Absolutely. Lovely to see you in, Andy, mate.
Yeah.
Hopefully, mate, get well soon. Because, you know. Yeah.
Because the alternative is death, and we don't want that.
No, we want our Andy where it's get well soon, mate.
Aye, I'm sure he'll be fine.
I know. He's part of the family, you know.
What a crazy broken family we have.
Absolutely.
Dun, 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 dun. It's stuck in my head now. I can only remember the first opening bars of Advance Australia. Oh dear. It's so cheesy. Only Australia could have a cheesy quiz show piece of music for the national anthem. I love it.
So that's going to go on there, but I don't want to put that plate on yet, because that's going to make getting to that shoulder a pain in the arse, isn't it?
Now, when you say plate, do you mean plate as in plate or plate as in foot?
Nah, plate as in big metal plate shoulder pad.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, folks. That's the thing. The stoppers are getting so big now. Let's try and turn my camera around a tad, so we can start getting it all in.
Cheers, lads. It sneezes.
There you go. So it's going to be a little bit further away from the bench, but
you've got a big thing on the screen now, so you've got to account for bigness.
There you go.
Jeff says, fun Canada fact. Canada is larger than the US, even taking Alaska and Hawaii into account. Yeah. Canada is also home to the largest lake in the world, is it not? Lake Superior? Is that in Canada?
I think
or
it is,
in North America? The Great Lakes, they in Canada?
I think the border crosses them, doesn't it? Just by the Niagara Falls,
so.
isn't it? Or just before?
I always thought the Niagara Falls were in the south somewhere. I was always surprised to realise they were just on the Canadian border. Really? That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, doesn't the border go on a bridge somewhere where you can walk from Canada to America?
Something like that. What are you eating?
I knew you would ask that as soon as I put something in my gob and started chewing.
Yep. I can tell. I've got the ears of a shithouse rat. I know sounds. Sounds are my thing, man. Is it one of them little cereal bar things?
Yeah, I'm going to stop eating it at the moment because every time I go to eat it, you ask me a question.
No, eat it. Eat it.
No, it's all right. I'll have the rest of that in a bit, mate.
I only want to know what it was. Keep eating.
No, I don't need to. I've had a mouthful of it. We've got gunnage. We got that.
Look at the granularity.
Where's that going?
Space. That's where it goes.
I can see now. Can see it now. Let's put them down there and see.
Scales have fallen from your eyes. All is revealed.
Yeah, it is. That's a big arse shoulder pad and all, isn't it?
It's a big arse. I've had a big arse shoulder pad.
But I'm just looking at how much stuff is still left in the box.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, where's it all go?
And there's lots of little panels. There's lots of little like custom panels and things, aren't there?
Yeah. Yeah, side spikes and things like that to go on it.
Side spike, you're a side spike.
Yeah. So we've got all of them to go on.
Time to clean up my scrapes and scratches with a little bit of extra thin dampness.
Absolutely.
Always comes in handy.
Get your scratches here, £3 for a pound.
It's got Advanced Australia stuck in my head now, and I can remember the opening.
You did it to yourself, dear.
Yes.
Right.
I can't help shaking the feeling that Advanced Australia was written as part of like a competition for school kids to write the national anthem, and some kid, like little Bob Cooper, age 7.5, won.
Yeah, won the competition.
Yeah, like when you get kids designing postage stamps and
Yeah.
like litter stickers and stuff.
Part of me doesn't know whether to glue his head on. I think I probably will. Just leave it in the one position. It's one of them because I can see
Glue
him.
his head on. I'd leave it off, to be honest, because you've got to paint the figure, haven't you? So
No, I mean when it comes to finishing assembling it,
Oh, right.
rather than magnetise it. Frankie Day is in. Ahoy, Colin and the crew.
Hey, Frankie.
Hello, Frankie. How are you, my friend?
Ahoy, hoy.
Absolute legend of the community there is Frankie Day. Lovely to see you in, Frankie. Hope you're keeping well, my friend.
Hello, hello.
Absolutely. There you go.
And McLeish says, "Oi, Jeff, wouldn't that be Canadian fried chicken?" I also know. Oh God, I can't speak. I also now know how. Never put the word now, no, and how in a line because it confused the bollocks of it. I'm like, now, no, now, what? And then I had to burp. I also now know how I caught it, and no, I didn't lick a doorknob.
Oh, right.
In that case, I don't want to know what you licked. Wait, this is an insane stomper by Festa in it, says Andy.
Yeah,
Yes.
in it, yeah. Andy, you need to look on the end of my videos now, mate, because when the end credits come up, your artwork's on there, mate, right at the very end.
Mm-hmm. And there's a few times I've used the knife of Stabbity artwork that you sent me in my videos.
Absolutely. So, yeah, where it gets right to the end of the credits, it's a gun, in it. The artwork is there, mate. It's only on my most recent ones, because I can't be asked to go and edit every single video.
And there lies the motivation for most things we do. Can't be asked.
Well, yeah, 550 odd videos. It's like, yeah, that'll take forever and a day to render in, but it's on all new videos, mate. On the end credits, you'll see it.
That's usually the motivation for anything I do. So, what made you do this particular technique? Well, I couldn't be asked.
Yeah,
it's easier, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Jeff says, "Fun Canada fact." By the way, Frankie, we're doing fun Canada facts. If you have any amusing or interesting facts about Canada, please put them in the chat. Yeah. They don't have to be true.
I've got a fun Canada fact. Frankie can light one of these cigars in America and the tip of it is in Canada because they're that big.
Awesome. Was it rolled on the thighs of Cuban virgins?
I'd have to ask Frankie that. He's probably sitting there going, cool, I wish it was.
Candygram Jeff says, "Fun Canada fact, a tunnel connects Windsor to Detroit. There's a line in the middle with flags on each side. Every time I've been through it, everyone honks their horn there."
Cool.
Paul Lewis says, "At 243,000 kilometres along the shores of 52,455 islands, Canada boasts one of the longest coastlines in the world." Andy McLeish says, "Fun Canada fact, Canadian maple bacon." Ooh.
Nice.
That's the funny thing. Like, when people say things like, there's 52,000 islands, or when you look at like Indonesia and all those places where they've got like, I can't remember where it is now. Where is it that the guy that came up with evolutional theory at the same time as Darwin went? I can't remember now. Anyway, them islands.
Yeah. Galapagos
like,
Islands, is it?
No, it's like maybe Fiji or something. It's like a string of islands. But there's like, 50 or 60,000. And you wouldn't look at a map and think there's 50 or 60,000 islands there, but there are.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Who counted them?
I don't know. Somebody before trains were invented. Why are you counting islands? Because they haven't invented trains yet. Oh, okay. You see what I did there?
I did. I'm impressed.
Always taking Mickey out the train spotters.
Very topical. I'll give you that.
It's a national pastime in Britain. Bacon, says Edward. This is the correct response. I got Mama Fox. I had something today that I've never had before. I went shopping for Mama Fox, and I got a cantaloupe.
Oh, nice.
I've never had a cantaloupe before. I always give her like a little banana sandwich in the afternoon with like some bits of fruit and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's getting her something to eat, and it's getting some fruit and some, getting some water inside her, hydrating her. She likes the fruit. So, and I've never had cantaloupe, so I got a cantaloupe. It's most tasty.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Cantaloupe. Sounds American.
Yeah. I think your icon, Andy, your artwork made an appearance on the last Suzuki video I put up on my channel, mate.
Ooh.
Sure, it's on the end of that one.
What is his artwork?
He did a Festa Ork with a pork pie hat and a big old cigar. It's a gun in it.
Oh, is it cool?
Yeah, really lovely bit of artwork, and I've been looking for a space to use it. And I thought, well, if I have it there for now, and then I'm going to have it as an overlay on the intros.
Well, it's probably good he did that, because I was supposed to do that a long time ago and never got around to it.
Yeah. So keep an eye out, Andy, because it's currently in a Premiere Pro file of my new startup intro for all my videos as well.
Is this officially what Festa Kit Basher looks like?
Yeah.
Famed Ork Gubbins Master Festa Kit Basher.
My next video series, which is the Wendy Hickson H2O H2R Carbon, is going to have the new intro on it, mate. So it will feature on there, Andy, as its launch, mate.
Ooh.
Because it's like anything, we go through our channels every now and then. We have a spring clean, don't we? We change our intros up, and yeah. So I thought I'll shorten my intro down a little bit, and
not too often, because it's a massive pain in the arse. But
yeah,
occasionally,
just look for making a small change here and there, and keeps it fresh, doesn't it? Yep.
It's like I used to have titles on my videos, but I changed it to the little static sort of Patreon card at the end.
Yeah.
That's designed to. It's designed specifically so that in the left corner you can have the next video in the random pick.
Yeah.
And in the bottom right you have the little please subscribe thing.
Yeah.
Rather than just a credit sequence which was covered up by the next video.
Yeah, that's why I moved mine up to stop that happening.
Yes.
Good old YouTube and their ways. They do like doing things like that.
Yeah.
But it's
well, I also figured that nobody actually sits and watches the credits on things anyway. So why not just put a static 20-second video for the things for the last 20 seconds?
I mean, all my patron names are in the end credits, that sort of thing. But where Andy did that nice bit of artwork, I thought, well, I'll drop it in there just to see whether he noticed. Also, it'll look good as part of the intro thing I'm doing. Yeah. So
I have to have a look at that. Which video was it on?
His artwork is on the end credit of the last Suzuki, and his artwork will appear on the intro startup sequence of the video that of the bike that Wendy sent me, the H2 Carbon.
I shall go and have a look at that at some point.
So yeah.
Yes, I was supposed to draw that for you, wasn't I? And I never did. Yeah. Having said that, I've still never finished actually colouring in the.
Still got Vincent's one, haven't you?
Vincent Zaku that I started drawing like 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's had a couple of anniversaries, isn't it?
Yeah, I did the outline. I just never did the colouring.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just one of them. I'm appreciative that he done the artwork, and needs to be seen. So rather than spend all its time at the end credits, I want it on the intro as well, just as a feature. So
yeah, he did a thing for me, a couple of little overlays.
Yeah.
That knife of Poik Stabity, whatever it is, the thing I use. He did that. He sent that to me. The knife of Stabity. The image.
A jaunty angle. We'll have a bit of him.
Oh, that didn't work.
That's his shoulder pads. They'll get glued on towards the end.
I don't think shoulder pads are supposed to go on the end. I think they're supposed to go on your shoulder. So, you see what I did there?
I did. I'm really proud of you, mate. I'm so
You were very impressed with that, weren't you?
I am, mate.
I can hear you still laughing now.
Oh, little bits of me are creasing up on the inside.
In your mind.
Absolutely. Okay, so that's flappage of goodness there.
Ooh. There's flaps on telly.
Absolutely. So let's spin him round so we can see his iris. Like that.
Let's have a look. Festa made Andy cry.
Oh,
Andy says, I made up sniff. I don't think he's
bless
sniffing
you.
because he's crying. I think he's sniffing because he's got the lurgy.
absolutely. Well, he's good enough to do it, and he bless him. You know,
Yeah.
It's legend, mate. A logo
And
god.
And McLeish says, another Canadian fact. Tim Hortons. He says, he made water come out of my seeing sockets in a good way. What, you mean he didn't jam something up an orifice this time?
That would be an ecumenical matter.
Because that's normally how you get your eyes to water.
Allegedly.
Do. We'll keep an eye out, he says. Paul Lewis says, in Canada's Dawson City, Yukon, people drink a whiskey cocktail with a human toe inside. It's called the sour toe cocktail.
Oh,
I'm not even going to ask.
who thought of that? Yeah. Why?
Who donated the toe?
Yeah.
And also, would it not be really unhygienic and kind of disgusting?
Oh.
And he says, no, Canadian, and very true fact. Canadians are also believed, says the Bobbins, to have the world's greatest density of facial hair. See, the Canadians are the only people in the world that can legitimately wear a neat and tidy, big, long... You know, you get these blokes and they live in the city.
Yeah.
And they're about as handyman as me.
Yeah.
But they have these manicured beards and they're dead like long and square and they make the head look about 4 foot long and they just look stupid because they're not manly in any way. But the Canadians can legitimately get away with that because all Canadians are born like with an axe.
Absolutely. Canadians, the only people Chuck Norris fears.
Yeah, Canadians can have those kind of manicured beards. Because there's two kinds of beard. There's a manly beard that looks fluffy, and you know it's just a beard. You might keep it trimmed, but it's just a beard. And then there's the poncy ones that you don't want, because that's what you know your hipsters have. You don't want hipster beards.
Wendy's got a Canada fact. Canada has less gravity than anywhere else in the world.
Interesting. Science or fiction? Probably from frostbite, says Edward Leonard. That's where the toe came from. What is Tim Hortons? Is it like a delicatessen or something? Like a deli?
I don't know.
Is it a bit like Greg's Bakery? I think we actually have a Tim Hortons near me. I'm sure I've seen something and it makes me think it's a Tim Hortons. I thought it was Australian. I've now got Canadians outside with pitchforks and burning torches. Burn the heretic, burn the heretic. Oh, bless you, Australia. You're so cheesy. The national anthem is basically if you take all of Neighbours in the 1980s.
Yeah.
You know how we used to watch Neighbours and we'd be like, look at their clothing styles and hairs are so out of date.
Yeah.
That's essentially the music version. Is that in musical form?
God, my mum used to be addicted to bloody Neighbours.
So was I. I will admit, when I was a school kid, I used to watch Neighbours. We used to talk about watch Neighbours all the time. I don't know why.
No, it's like, it's driving me nuts.
Bloody
Bloody Neighbours.
Right, I think that gap is filled. It looks like there's still a visible bit, but I think that's just where the...
It was definitely of its time, wasn't it, Neighbours?
Oh, God, yeah. Unfortunately, his time was 10 years out of date. But
Yeah, is it still going then?
it's just finished, actually.
Really?
Just come to a stop. Yep. It's filled it off.
Oh, that had a good run.
Doot, 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 doot. Oh, I've got an itch on my foot and it's driving me nuts. Tim Hortons Canadian coffee shop. There you go. I think we've got one near me. I'll have to go and find out next time I go into town. I was quite surprised.
I don't know whether we've got one down here.
Probably. If we've got one up here in the north, you've definitely got them down south. You guys always get the exotic foreign stuff before we do. First time I went to a Yo Sushi was down south before they came up here. Canada is the #1 donut consumer in the world, says Paul Lewis.
Oh, interesting. Good factoid.
I think I'm probably #2. I thought I was #1 really.
You like a good donut, do you?
I like a good donut. Well, not so much in the latest years with my dodgy teeth, but up until Toothmageddon.
Me dodgy teeth, oh, me teeth.
Yeah, can't do sugary stuff anymore that much.
Nah.
Really, I try and avoid it if I can. It sucks. I do occasionally, but not as much. When I went to see my doctor on Monday, I says to her, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Yeah." I said, "How come literally I turned 50 and within minutes I've developed all the old people rubbish?"
Yeah.
And she went, "Yeah, pretty much." I said, "Is that normal?" She went, "Yeah, that's how it goes." I'm like, "Oh, God damn it."
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. The minute you hit 50, all the old people nonsense kicks in.
Yeah.
Aches and pains and stiff things and hurting things. And
Every birthday after that, you get an extra pill to take on your list.
yeah.
You get up out of the chair, it's...
I'm pretty sure something's bitten my foot.
Yeah, and you reach to get something out the cupboard, you lift your arms up, you put them down.
Oh, I did a going up the stairs trump the other day.
Oh, did you?
You know where you do a trump on every step?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. Happens to us all.
Oh, yeah. I've never done a going up the stairs trump before.
Yeah.
I used to have a book called The Book of Farts.
Oh,
And it was an encyclopedia of different types of farts.
oh, what, all the different names and... Yeah.
Yeah, like my favourite one was The Little Girls Don't Fart.
Howdy.
Which is basically, it's completely inaudible and undetectable apart from if let's say your child is in the garden.
Yeah.
Nothing will be heard or seen except all the birds will fall out of the trees.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a picture of this little kid on a swing, all innocent.
Yeah.
Birds falling out of the trees.
Girls do the Harry Potter fart, the Hufflepuff. It's like... And you're like, oh, my God.
Yeah. I admire a girl that can rattle a window like the best of us.
Oh, absolutely. It's an art, mate.
It's one of those things on a first date you always say, if this goes anywhere after this first date, you need to know. If I'm going to fart, I'm going to fart. I'm not going to hold that crap in.
Oh, yeah. You know when you're in a good relationship, because the girlfriend will go, pull me finger.
You're like, you're a keeper.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I'm marrying you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you'll do.
Or she farts under the duvet and then sticks it over your head.
Absolutely. It's like, oh,
Yeah, that's my girl.
really? Yeah.
That's my girl.
Like 10 out of 10, revenge will be mine. Oh, yes. Andy's saying, don't start with teeth, you'll be on your back alley dentistry again. I've been really good. I may have the world's largest ball of filler in the tooth, but...
Yeah, he can't actually close his mouth at all.
Yeah, I've not been at it with the pliers because there's not enough of it left to grip now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
For the last 6 months, you've been on the verge of H getting you to go to the dentist. Why have you still not been to the dentist?
Because I'm petrified of the dentist, mate.
No, I know that, but you keep saying, we're H is sorting it out, but it's
Yeah, it's...
Is it you bailing at the last minute?
Well, it's the cost for a start.
That's true.
You know, let's be fair, my only income is my patron.
You're not on NHS?
I am on the NHS, but they won't deal with any NHS cases down here at the moment.
It's true, when I had to get mine done, they says to me, we're not taking any NHS at the minute, because I'm not actually signed up with a dentist at all.
Yeah, you can
And
do
they
it
said,
on an
"We're not
emergency, but...
Yeah. They said, we'll do emergency stuff because we don't want people in pain.
Yeah.
But we're not taking on any new NHS customers.
No. So it's
Right,
kind
my foot is
of...
giving me so much grief.
Oh, lamekins, it's that dilemma at the moment.
What, Daddy or Chips?
No, the
other dilemma.
Yeah, the teeth. But I know if I try to go at it with the tooth, it's just going to end badly, so I'm not even going near it now.
No, because all you do is then get it infected, and then it'll be even worse.
Well, this is it. You know, there's one root where the tooth has snapped off from it, and I've got a filling sticking up out the middle of the other root, so...
And whose fault is that?
Yeah, the nasty tooth goblin.
I see.
It's his fault.
Is that how it works, is it?
Yeah, a big boy did it, and then he run off.
His penis. What me, love? Big boy went in. It was Laurence Olivier.
Yeah,
he kept saying, "Is it safe?" I don't know what he meant.
Big boy did it and run away, dear.
I bet nobody gets my joke there about Laurence Olivier.
Probably not.
Is it safe? Nobody gets that.
Yeah, it's safe.
Is it safe?
Andy says Colin should go and do or get a set of Ork choppers. Absolutely.
Oh, like a nice Ork chop. I mean, oh, never mind.
I've got an Ork chop for dinner, mate.
Ooh.
Ork chop, mash and peas with gravy.
I do like pork chops, right? But I always feel disappointed that when you get rid of all the crap you can't eat, you've got this tiny little bit of meat left.
Yeah.
It's like it'd be much more morally happiness if you just gave me the chunk of meat as a medallion and then gave me 4 of them.
Absolutely.
Rather than basically a small bit of meat in a load of scaffolding I can't eat.
Yeah.
It's most disappointing.
So we've got a bit of that on there.
Ork chops, get your Ork chops here.
We've got a bit of a dwarfer there.
I want to be adored.
It is adorable.
I don't know how I started doing that, but you're a southerner, so I'll keep it going.
I'm impressed. That'll go on like that then. Happy days. So we'll let the chain of goodness dry.
Chain of goodness.
So we've got all of that gubbins to go on and all. Oh, I could
Edward then says, Alexa, do a spicy fart.
Yeah. Absolutely. We've been really good. We've been really good with them lately, Alexas.
Well, I think it's because most people have realised the last thing they want is to have their Alexa turned on when we're doing live stream.
Yeah, especially this time of night.
Yeah, I think we've
and poor Gemma nearly fell out of bed, didn't she? Bless her, when I last did it to her.
Yeah,
I Rick rolled Gemma, bless her, one night, and poor thing, she fell out of bed.
Yeah.
She was giggling that much, she overbalanced and down she went, bless her heart.
Then she wasn't giggling, she was just doing something else altogether.
Gemma, bless her, you know, she don't really need to be falling, so...
No. Yeah. Although it does mean that Chris got in trouble, which is always acceptable.
Oh yeah, Chris got the blame, which was hilarious.
Yeah, which makes it worth it, let's be honest.
Oh yeah, Chris is getting the blame, we're not.
Yeah. Makes it all worth it.
Somewhere around there, I think.
Jeff says, I'm jealous, Andy. There isn't a Timmy's, i.e. Tim Hortons, about 1,000 miles from me. Timbits are fantastic. Canadian comic book artist Joe Shuster created the famous DC Comics Superman character with writer Jerry Siegel in the 1930s, says Wendy Hickson.
Oh, nice. Good factoid.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think of some more amazing Canadian facts.
Yeah, you're a huge fan of Canada, aren't you?
Yeah, I like Canada. It's amazing how many TV series are actually, American TV series are actually filmed in Canada.
Yeah.
Like, all the outdoor stuff for Stargate, SG-1 was often filmed in Canada somewhere. In the woods. I don't know why.
That's just one of them places, isn't it?
I think it was just cheaper, probably. It's a bit like why a lot of companies, film producers, come to the UK to film things, because like Pinewood and stuff, it's a lot cheaper. It can be a lot cheaper for studios because they're not. One of the reasons a lot of companies come to the UK to film is because they don't get stuck with the American Union limitations.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the American unions can be quite strict. We don't work past a minute past clocking off time, and
Oh, right, yeah.
you know, that kind of thing. Whereas in the UK, it's not quite as ruled by unions. I think it's cheaper as well, which is the other fact. Gemma fell out of bed. Chris got the blame. He went and whinged to H about it, and Festa got himself the rolling pin of doom. Doom, says Andy McLeish.
Yeah, you wouldn't be far wrong there, mate.
You're probably trying to blame it on me and then got an extra rolling pin.
Yeah.
It was Fox's fault. Smack. No, it wasn't.
Oh, Sugar Lips there, mate. Can't do nothing wrong, can he?
Nope. I can't do anything wrong. Sugar lips. Can't do sugar, not since my teeth.
Oh, you tart. Me teeth. Me teeth.
Oh, my teeth. Oh. I can't help it if I'm allergic to pain and discomfort.
Oh, you're so princess, you really are.
Yeah, I can't be a princess because I don't want to be in pain. I don't know. It's not princessy, it's just...
I can just imagine you at the dentist. Oh, is it going to hurt? Is it going to... No. Do you want a lollipop? Yes, please.
No, I'd ask for the lollipop, but it doesn't bother me, the dentist. I'm fine.
I'm all right until the drill goes. I saw
Yeah.
you that drill. I get the
Well, for me, it wasn't drill. It was just grabbing and pulling.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, no, I can need a drill. No, I'm done. I can't handle it. It's like, yeah, I'm going now, love. Why? Drill's going.
Can they not just give you a general to go under?
No. I can't be put under box.
Ah,
Last time I got put under, I woke up in the ICU because my heart stopped.
that's probably not a good thing then. At the dentist.
Yeah, my brain for some reason just didn't want to tell my heart to keep beating. So I
Dirty
have
brain.
all my surgeries under local. Epidurals or whatever to deaden the area and...
Ooh, my area.
But nah, teeth-wise, it's literally just it's the sound of the drill, mate. That's what does me.
So what you could do is go to the dentist, but wear acoustically deadening headphones so you can't hear anything.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go in with me iPod on.
Yep. Like Led Zeppelin at full whack.
Yeah, bit of Metallica or a bit of AC/DC and just give it the beans.
They'll be like, can you feel that? What? Give it to the beans.
Absolutely, because...
Pity they can't do dentistry at home, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it needs doing, and I know it needs doing, but I just can't seem to overcome it. It drives me nuts because I'm blessed with a really good set of teeth. They're perfectly straight. It's just I've got the one tooth with a filling in it that's broken off, and it's like, really? And yes, I am using snot glue.
Oh, really? What are you doing?
Gluing.
No, I mean, what are you using snot glue for? Why are you using snot glue?
I am using it on the beam on the back of the Ork's back, mate. Because I want it to bond before I weld it.
Ah.
So I just want to
Would
give
regular Tamiya fat glue not be as grippy as that?
It's because I've run out, mate. I can't use
that makes sense then.
fat glue. Hence why I'm using snot glue, Fox.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. That's the one thing I've run out of that I haven't got.
I actually keep finding jars of it. I don't know.
Oh,
I opened a drawer the other day and there were 2 pots of fat glue. And I'm like, okay, I've now got like 5 of them.
Yeah, I did have a collection of it, but it's gone.
I don't know why I kept buying it. I clearly kept buying it when I didn't need it, and it piled up. And I just keep opening drawers randomly. And there's some. I'll open my paperclip drawer. There's a glue. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just what I needed. Another bottle of Tamiya White Cap.
Yeah. Tamiya fatness.
So
I'm still cleaning bombs. You know, it's a bit ridiculous. This.
I will get some more at some point.
Do you know?
Yes.
My brain's just realised something.
What?
My brain is such a dick.
Oh,
I'm sitting here and I'm really carefully cleaning off all the gaps and mould lines and stuff off these missiles.
Yeah.
And I'm making sure they look nice and clean and nice and clear. Nobody's ever going to see this apart from me.
No.
I'm putting as much effort into the cleanup as I am with my the stuff I sell. And it's like, it's just going to sit in my
doesn't that
cabinet.
make you feel better? Because
It does, until I realise...
Why should you have kits in your home that you've built to a lesser standard than the ones they sell? You're an artist at the end of the day.
I know, but I could cut corners and nobody would know about it, but I don't know.
But you would.
Why have I got this bit off the sprue?
You would know about it, and yeah.
Well, yeah, but why have I got this bit off the sprue? I don't even know what that is.
That goes on the back. Goes on the back behind the
Oh yeah,
smokestack.
make the little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why have I got it out of the?
Why? Because it was joined onto a little windy wheel.
Oh, that's right.
And
it
to
had
cut the
come off,
windy
yeah.
wheel off, you have to cut that off.
That's right. I'll put it back in the bag of bits then, shall I? There you go.
See, I remember
Right,
these useless things, so
I know.
you don't have to.
I don't have to. I don't remember anything. I do have the worst memory in the world. I've told you about that before, Craig.
Yeah, I was going to say, who are you anyway? Okay.
I've not put a rivet on that bit of plastic card. This needs to be taken care of.
Oh dear.
I should not have a piece of plastic card with that rivet on it. If it's not got a pipe going into it, it needs a rivet on it. There's no way around it. It has to be done. It is the law.
Is it riveting?
It's absolutely riveting. I am riveted in every possible rivety way. That joke's so original.
It's good, isn't it?
I'm going to start charging every time you do it just to stop you doing it.
Do you think that'll stop me?
No. But it means I can buy another Bane blade.
Yeah, I can see the method to your madness.
Think of me as your own personal,
I was going to say, you
swear
bought
jar.
a couple recently, didn't you?
Yep, I've got 2 in my stash.
Another
Divine
two
flip.
Bane blades. Yeah,
Yeah, one of them's going to... Go on.
No, you carry on, mate.
I was going to say, one of them I'm going to do in that kind of blue, light blue, coal blue, steely blue colour scheme.
Yeah.
Camouflage. I don't know about the other one yet.
Daily blow. Wow.
What were you about to say? You were about to say something.
I'm Bane bladed out at the moment.
I can't imagine why.
I
You've
shall
only
get...
built one.
Yeah.
Slacker.
Yeah, but it did have all the variants all on the one.
Yeah, excuses.
Absolutely.
Right, I've
Yeah,
got.
don't forget,
glue
I've
some.
got a really, really beautiful, juicy squid off that I'm going to be doing soon. Oh no.
Right, now I need to attach these missiles to this gun, and this is where you said I would come unstuck. So here is.
Well, not necessarily unstuck. I think there'll be a little bit of head scratching going on. Yeah.
Yeah, you said I might be a bit. What?
Yeah.
Right, so that's like that, and they seem to go on the top. That's like where? That's there. So we need that one, then that one, and then this one. Random dotted lines point to things. Let's have a look. So they just randomly stick to this barrel thing.
The instructions really come into their own on this bit, don't they, mate?
Yeah.
I will rescue you imminently, mate.
It's like there's a notch cut out on this bit here, which is suspiciously like something needs to go into that notch.
Oh, yeah, it does.
So I'm going to guess that it's that thing sits like that in that notch, maybe. Maybe?
Maybe
chonky.
it's because I'm a
No. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
What I did
So I'm
there.
going to guess that's really poorly fits into that notch.
Oh, yeah, they're not the greatest. There's no There's not exactly a great deal of thought gone into locations, is there?
No, it's just stick it in that hole there.
Yeah.
So that sits like, apparently like that. Maybe. I guess it doesn't really matter too much at the end of the day, but that goes in there like, my bad, like that. Huh? That can't be right. Oh, yes, it can. That goes in there like that, maybe. Just that notch looks like it needs something to go into it. So
Yeah, it's not the greatest, is it?
no, it's just kind of randomly. Let me consult the leg end.
In theory, it goes in like that.
All the image of the guns are then from the same angle, which is not helpful.
Goes, so that's
That I can't actually see
how that goes.
what it's doing.
Oh, are you there?
Hang on a minute.
Goes on the side like so.
Wait a minute. I'm not even doing this to that yet.
Something like that.
So that goes on there first of all, like that. Kaplunk.
Bosh. And that we can weld along there.
So that goes on like that.
There you go.
I need that to go on there first. That goes on there. Then we have this one that just randomly sits on the railing.
And then we can get
And that one below it.
to that by moving that over. Because I'm not welding that in yet. Because
Just kinda
that should
weld.
then hinge. Now that that's
Hinge.
welded like that. Go.
This is garbage.
There you go, folks. See, that leaves that in midair now. Ah, get in. So
Lovely.
that'll let me remove that to paint.
Ah, right, there we go. There's a better picture. So
Okay.
that goes.
You'll like that. I've been thinking ahead.
Have you?
Yeah.
What have you done?
What have I done? Let's just put that down safe so that I don't burn my leg. Now that looks like it's all joined together, doesn't it, that panel?
Mm-hmm.
But what I've done is welded this to there so that I can do that to paint all of those.
Oh, I like that.
You like that? And it's floating
I like
in
that.
there. Look. Oh. Hey, and then I can just go,
Kaplink.
bosh.
Kaplat. God, that looks good.
You like that?
I like that.
I like that. You like that?
It is in my future. Right, I found a good, reasonably good reference picture,
Yeah.
I think. Right, so that goes. Meh.
Paul J. Lewis, good shout, mate. I'd forgotten that. He says belly, pork pie, bench, closed for the evening, morning, beverage, JD. Yes, folks, what is in the belly? What is on the bench? What is your beverage of choice? So sorry, I forgot that at the beginning of the show. I was all excited.
Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it, I think. It doesn't go in that gap, it goes there. Well, that's shonky balls.
Well, your easiest option would just be to look at the camera and you'd be able to see exactly how mine goes. It'd save you a lot of hardship.
No, I've got 3-pixel version, haven't I?
Yeah, there you go.
So I can't see anything.
Oh, you
on
can't see anything? Oh, really? Oh, mate.
that. No,
it's a
it's the
shame.
resolution. But I've got the photograph on the front.
Would you like me to take a picture of mine and send
No,
it
it's okay,
to you on
because
Messenger?
I've just figured it out off that photograph on the front of the instructions. Where I can you actually get a reasonable view of where it goes. So they go around that. Okay, I've got it.
Yeah,
the
the
one
instructions
single
are
picture.
about as much use as tits on fish, aren't they?
Yeah, they've actually got a saving grace is that one photograph
Yeah.
lets you see exactly where they go. And I'm like, right, okay, now I understand it. It just that one single photograph on the whole instruction sheet actually gives you a viewable. Right, now I know where they need to go. So that one goes on there. And the other two, right, I've got that now. This is understood. God. Because I suddenly realised the instructions only ever show you the gun from the same angle, so I thought there must be a photograph on the instructions.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky, there's a photograph somewhere. And there was, and I was happy. And there was much rejoicing and wailing and gnashing of teeth. And the Lord said, Jesus Christ, Games Workshop, you didn't have to do bad instructions in those days.
Oh, we've got a ladder. Ladder of goodness to go on there.
Ladder, you say? Is it going up or going down?
I could be really daft and have it going diagonal because it's all...
Talk, innit?
Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah, how do you know if a ladder's an up ladder or a down ladder?
Exactly. Phil East is in, says evening, morning. Oh, hello, Phil. How you doing, mate?
Hi, Phil.
Hope you're keeping well, fella. Hope you're doing all right, mate.
I wonder if you could do that as a prank on, like, you know, on the building site where you get the new guy to go for the glass hammer.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could send him to go and get like a down ladder or an up ladder.
Yeah.
Go and get me an up ladder. Go and get me a down ladder. Now, make sure he doesn't try and give you an up ladder. He'll try because he won't have any in stock. But if he gives you one of them, tell him to bugger off and give you a down ladder.
Send them down the DIY shop for a cordless extension lead.
Oh yeah, my friend actually did a little bit of. He started. He had some little temporary work. It was on a building site. On his first day, he asked him to go to the foreman for a glass hammer.
Yeah.
And he said, "No, you're taking the piss. Get lost." He said he didn't say it very politely. He was like, "F off," you know. He'd just taken the piss. So they fired him because they actually wanted him to go and get a glass hammer, as in a hammer for glass.
Yeah.
So they fired him for being disruptive. So no, he thought they were taking the piss, and he was like, "No." He didn't believe him, so they fired him.
Yeah, rubber tax. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be challenging. The contact point for this missile is like almost nothing.
Yeah, there's not a lot there, is there, mate?
No. I'd be tempted to super glue it if I had the balls. That is the shonkiest connecting I've ever done on a model kit. It's just shonk as heck.
Yeah, it's a bit shite, isn't it, in places?
Yeah, it's on this like little tiny bit it grips to, and it just the tiniest contact space ever. It's like, really?
Yeah, you're like, why did they bother?
Having a laugh, ain't ya?
A bubble, ain't they?
Having a giraffe. I've now got to hold it like this for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, good luck
Because I can't put it down. Yeah, I can't put it down, can I? I know I'm making some banging noises as well.
Yeah. Edward Leonard says, Belly, 2 McDonald's double cheeseburgers, hold the ketchup, hold the mustard and mac sauce. Bench, finish the mini scene with knackered back beverage, beam and beer. Days.
Have you seen that little diorama he's done? I don't know if he's put it in your group. He's put it in the boom hut. Edward, he's done this little. It's literally about this big. It's like that big.
Yeah.
It's about that big.
Oh, I'll have
and
to
it's
look for that.
like a little woodland setting with a little wishing well.
Yeah.
And a bloke in a tin bath and all his clothing's up on the line.
Oh, cool.
And it's actually metal.
Yeah.
It's a metal sculpture, but it would almost literally fit on like a 32mm base.
Oh, wow.
And it's beautiful. He's done a fantastic job of painting it.
It's a legend, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it was by it's HO scale as well.
I was looking forward to doing my black coach, and then Edward went and done his. It's like, yeah, I won't be building mine yet now.
Oh, hush. Just do it anyway.
Bless him.
I've still got to stand here and hold this. Yeah, because it sits on that funny little angle there, and it's like there's just nowhere to. It's just almost no contact point. It's like, what? Really? And now I can hear Mama Fox, I think, get ready to go to bed, which is a pain in the bum because I've got to hold this now. Let's have a look. Outstanding work on the little miniature scene you posted, Edward, says Jeff about the little diorama.
Absolutely.
Edward says, thanks, Jeff. I sprayed a little too much clear on the trees, which made them a little white, but I haven't done one in 15 years out of practice. If you're getting some white powdery residue on your gloss, on your matte varnish, don't panic. If you go over it with some gloss varnish, you can reactivate the varnish, or it can clear it up. It just means you haven't mixed the matte varnish enough.
Yeah.
So you're getting the varnish, but not the matting. We're actually getting the matting agent, but not anything else. That cloudy stuff is generally the matting agent that needs to mix into the rest of the varnish, because matte varnish is just gloss varnish with a matting agent. So it just means you haven't sprayed it enough, or it's going on under too high pressure.
Yeah.
But don't panic. You brush some gloss varnish over it and then spray the matte varnish again later.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, it's why you have to shake the... we learned that when my friend at the time, working on my car... Oh, that'll be Mama Fox. Right, I've now got to...
Oh, bless him. Panic not.
Back in a minute.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah. Oh. Captain Switchy, see? Yeah. MS hands and a hot welder. Works well. Right, let's see whether we can get that level now. But yeah, matte varnish, it's one of those, if you think you've shaken it enough, shake it more. But yeah, just needs a while to get itself going. That's that welded. Let's put that over there safe so that I don't knock it again. Let's actually put that lead somewhere safe, because I'm actually tangled up. That's why I keep dropping it. Let's put that behind there, so if I do drop it, it's not going to burn my leg again. Because we don't want to do that. We want to keep burning my leg, do we? Right. We've got that welded on. It's just a matter of going around adding bits and bobs. So once it's had a little weld, I can then go back in at it with the extra fin now, so it's not going to fall over. Slightly mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad, this thing. So, I love the insanity of this Stompa. Really do. Take it, the head still fits on. Yeah, it does, just. So let's give that a bit of a relocate. Let's bring that further round on that plate, because that's a bit too far over his head. Let's try and bring that off. Move it over. There. And give it a bit of a lean. There you go. And that should let me drop his head back on. Right there. Get in. Happy days. Yeah, that just sits quite nicely in there. Huh? It's just insane. He says the can's about a year old and almost empty, so I'm not sure that didn't help. Yeah, I've got about a bottle of Vallejo matte acrylic varnish that I bought when I bought the Rossi bike, and it's still going 7 years later. So yeah, hello mate.
Is that pledge by any chance?
No, matte varnish I'm on about.
All right. Back temporarily while Mama Fox gets herself sorted out.
Yeah, I knew that, mate.
Yep, I'm just explaining for the audience.
Yeah, no worries.
I miss anything?
No, it's just killing time till he got back, mate. So we got a bit of that.
I knew that would come off.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
you've got stuff falling off, have you?
Yeah, the thing I glued on that was holding in place. I need to prop it somehow, and then I can try to prop it against something. Right, so we need to get cunning with this now.
A cunning fox. See what I did there?
Ja, der Fox ist schlau und stellt sich dumm. Bei Menschen ist es andersrum. I need to get it horizontal and prop it up. Oh! See what happened?
No, I was busy welding, mate. But carry on. What happened?
Oh no, it fell off. My bit fell off.
Oh no. Is it worth waiting until Mum's in bed? Because you've got to sit there and hold it, ain't you?
No, because if I can prop it at the right angle, it'll sit quite nicely. Luckily, if I make a bit of a mess with the glue, it's not a problem because it'll just look like poor welding, you see. Because you don't expect orcs to do good quality welding.
Oh no. Panzer's in saying hello. Hello, Panzer. How you doing?
Hey, Panzer. Hello. Oh, hello, hello, hello.
Hope you're doing all right, geese.
Mm-hmm. I shall hold this in place for a few moments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Such a shonky joint. Christ alive.
Is it a bit ropey, is it?
It's the tiniest contact point. I might have to... It might be worth me putting some plastic card across that gap, actually, and then gluing it to that. Because that's just garbage. It's literally contact point of millimeters. I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna glue some plastic card across that.
Do that, mate.
To give it something to grip to, I think.
I'm just trying to weld this without sticking my hand in front of the camera.
Just do whatever you need to do, mate.
Yeah, I know, but I'm mindful of the audience.
They'll live. Right,
There you go.
let's put that there.
Map here now.
Oh.
Everyone's giving
big
Panzer the
units
big
to
hugs. Happy days.
Ugs with an Ug with an H.
Absolutely. So we got that on there.
My piece of Dodge Charger metal to do
Then
that.
we've got this old thing that'll go on.
Oi, don't talk about me like that. Tart.
Absolutely. I like being a tart. You know that. I'd be lost if I weren't a tart.
Yep.
Okay. Apparently that goes round here, son. It's just mental, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely nuts.
I kind
But
of
we
want to
love
put
it.
that at a really shonky angle as well.
I feel that you should. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're doing, but I feel you should put it at a shonky angle just for the interests of science. Right. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
A little bit of plastic card across there just to bridge that gap.
Right.
Let's get that glued in place.
Getting harder and harder to hold it now.
I heard that joke. I mean, I heard that rumour. Have you been taking the pills?
Yeah.
Right, I shall go and sort my Fox out. Back in a second.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Apologies if I keep putting my hand in front of what you're trying to watch me doing. It's just I'm welding the plate on there, so I'm just literally dabbing the heat. I'm melting the plastic together. Then I can come back at it with a sander. But it just helps the glue bond, saves it from just being a glued joint, because I am clumsy and I will knock this off. Just by running the weld around it, lets it bond a bit better. And it's Ork as well, so it's going to have welds. And I've done that around some of these panels as well, just scratched in weld marks and plasma cutting lines and things like that. But that just helps that, see, because I wanted it at a bit of a drunken angle. So, I mean, it's coming along all right, you know. It's just mad, isn't it? Like, really? Yeah. I love it. Absolutely love the insanity of that. Like I say, once I've painted his head, I shall fix that in place. I just like the fact it's all different cobbled together bits of junk and chisel. So yeah, more than happy with how that's coming along. Right. Everyone's giving big hugs to Panzer. How you doing, Pans? You all right, mate? Hope everything's going all right, mate. You're not working too hard. Because he's at work, bless him, so... Let's cut them off of there. Need any of that. Wendy Hickson's dishing out the hugs to Panzer as well. He's feeling the love now, Wendy. He'll be sat there now going, oh, stop it with all this love fest that you're showing me. And then he'll be sitting there with his mates going, oh, look, they all love me. But all of them. Happy days. So yeah, probably a couple of more shows and then we'll start priming some of these bits up. I've got the inside stuff that I want to look at doing. I'll dig out the grot tank during the week and I'll do a bit of sanding on it and a bit of dry assembly so that I can have that on the bench, and then I can drop it in and see whether what I'm making is going to interfere with the tank. It's going to be quite a simple inside section there, and it's just going to be where the grot tank comes out basically, because where the feet and the mechanics for that would come up, there would be motors inside and so it wouldn't be a lot of room. But I think definitely a little bit of a grot tank coming out of there will give it a bit of character. He is returned.
Yes.
Panzer's...
What I did was...
Go on.
Oh, go on.
No, you carry on.
I was going to say, I glued a strip of plastic card across there. Because you've only got the two little tiny contact points to glue that thing onto, and it's rubbish. So if I put a piece of plastic card,
absolutely,
it can now stick to
do the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you impressed that I did that with my brain?
I am. I welded mine because I could.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No, that's right. So
look at the size of that. Jesus wept on the stick.
What's that? Size of what?
That big bastard on your bench.
Oh yeah, look, it's massive, isn't it? Look at it.
Wait, have you added? Is that chain on that panel at the back in the kit review?
No, that's in the kit. That's in the kit.
Is it? Oh, okay.
No, but there is additional chainage that will be added.
I don't doubt that.
But yeah, it's just I can't get it all on camera. Said the actress to the bishop.
I didn't realise there's a whole panel on the back that you can open.
Oh yeah, and of course.
What's in there? Just a grot.
Yeah, grot comes out of there. It's the safe, in it, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, look, I've got precariously mounted roddage.
Oh yeah.
Crow's nest is on. It's looking a bit stompery now, isn't it?
And you glued the head on, or is that just temporary fix?
No. That's.
Yeah.
I'm not going to glue it on until I painted it, mate.
All right.
But once it's painted, I shall glue it on, just because it will get knocked off. Because
I think the only thing I can say in response to looking at that is, damn!
They are mad, aren't they?
They're insane.
Oh yeah, folks. Have you a bit of him? Yeah,
have you a bit of him?
I was saying about the I shall have the grot tank down next week.
Oh yeah.
So that I can start playing with the inside and seeing what can go where and doing me measurements.
Underneath the measurements.
Yeah. It's just mad though, isn't it? It's just...
You're loving it though, aren't you?
I like different things, you know what I mean? I like the stupidity of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't get me wrong, I love doing me builds, me bikes, me cars, and all of that lot. But with this sort of stuff, I get to just be...
an idiot.
That silly child that's in me,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just get to be a big kid.
Absolutely, I'm a big kid though, and let's be honest. You know?
Yeah, we all are, and that's how it works.
But yeah, it's now.
This is why I knew you would like orcs.
Yeah, this is where I'm beginning to see it all coming together. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've said that to you a few times. I get it now. I didn't at first. I freely admit it. You know, I think my first build was the booster blaster, wasn't it? Custom booster blaster, and I'm like, yeah, it's a car.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
And I'm like,
car.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a car. What do I do with it now? You know, but yeah, happy days. I think someone
suddenly the penny dropped, and you're like, oh.
Oh, absolutely. It just Carl William has just subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much for your subscription, Carl. Means a lot, mate. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the shenanigans.
Yep. Shenanigans. Now that didn't really go on the right angle, but it's good enough.
No, it's the insanity of it. You know, it's only when you sent me the Bane Blade, and we was doing the stream, wasn't we? It was back then. It was just building the Bane Blade stream, wasn't it? We hadn't come up with the Frolic, and I just, you know, we was chatting, and you asked what variant. I don't know, and then you just was like, bung it all on there, and that's where the whole you've got to put everything in the box on your Warhammers come from, and that was it. I was away then because I thought you had to build them a certain way. It had to be built a certain way and painted a certain way, and once you had sort of said, well, do what you like with it, it's your kit. Hey, mate, that's all I needed to know.
Yeah, ain't no rules.
No.
Ain't no rules.
Well, this is
the rule of cool.
I'm not going to be playing them on the table, so it's like, yeah, you can do what you like. Freedom of expression, that's the only invite I needed.
Thing is, even if you did, you could still just say, yeah, counts as.
Oh, yeah. Max McGinn still wants to work out the points that the Bane Blades work, and I'm like, yeah, have at it, mate.
Absolutely. I'd say many thousands.
Yeah, so I shall send him a load of photographs of it once it's painted, because it'll be easier to see the different parts once it's painted.
Where the hell's that just... And I spilt my glue.
Oh, you're dropping bits again.
It's all going a bit wrong. Right, where's my tissue? That little plastic card bit I got didn't quite work. It was in the wrong position, so I've had to remove it.
Oh.
But I'll try a bigger piece.
Oh, so we've got a ladder of goodness that'll...
Ladder of goodness.
I'll be adhered to there later on. I'm not going to glue it yet because it will get knocked off.
You will be adhered to.
It's just
Let's try this again.
Absolutely nuts. It really is.
With a bigger piece of card. It's actually aligned in the right angle.
Now the question is, can you...
Yes.
Can you paint it with the shoulder pads on? I don't think so.
No, maybe not.
I'm narrating again, aren't I?
Yeah. Normally with you, if you have to ask the question, can you? The answer is always yes with you. Should be anyway. Is it possible? Yes. Oh God, this bottle of glue is leaking everywhere.
Oh, bless you.
Gosh darn it, he said.
Dynamic moment, is it?
Blast and ding dang. I
Dagnammit.
knocked it over and no glue came out, but now it's like a super fluid. It's just coming out of the pot.
So we need that
A
to come
non-Newtonian
round.
fluid going everywhere.
Come round a tad, so we've got to make an adjustment there.
Right, get that cleaned out.
Get that on there. Okay, I'm cool with that.
Too cool for school.
So,
Right. Now if you can stop putting glue on every surface you touch, that'd be great. Thanks.
let's bring that over.
Let's try that again. Once again with feeling.
Like so.
I've made a bit of a mess of this, but
Because then that
doesn't really matter.
sits in there like that. You see? That's it.
It's all going to be hidden and covered up anyway.
Do you know something? That'll work. I can get to it.
Will it work?
Yeah.
By Jove, I think he's got it.
Happy days. Yeah, that'll go.
That's better.
Right.
I basically glued this plastic strip on. But
So does that mean then that we can move that
it wasn't in the
somewhere?
right direction. I shall use the fast setting glue.
What's that?
Hold your breath. Fast setting glue is being opened.
Oh dear.
Stand by.
That's the front view.
Stinkertron. Maximum Stinkertron.
That's just above the gun then. Ah,
There
so
we
it
go.
can go further down. Okay.
There we go, that's better. Ah,
Ah, that's where they go. Right.
he's figuring things out. I like it when he figures things out.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do that.
Plan
Says
B.
Colin.
Plan B is just warm that up and pop that away for a minute, because I actually want to put that somewhere else.
What are you planning, dear boy?
I am just relocating something. Looks worse than it is. Let that cool down, because I want to put that shoulder pad on there. And that will come further down and attach. And then I should still be able to get all plates.
Crap.
That's the theory. This is mental.
That's why you like it.
It is mental. One thing I will say though is, as you build it, it gets harder and harder to hold, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I've not got that far yet, but I
Yeah.
can imagine, yes.
Because you've got all your plates and your chisel and all of that lot, and you're like desperately trying not to knock anything back off. But
Well, this is where I'm thinking now. You've got your arms glued on. I'm thinking, when I get all my arms glued on, it's going to be a nightmare. Not to be hard to get to paint stuff, but just to position it in such a way I can get to the bit that I need to paint.
yeah. Well, this is the thing, you know. It's like anything. Once it's painted, you don't want to get glue on any of your painted surfaces. So
No.
this is the problem we've got. We're having to assemble quite a bit, because we know the minute you get glue near it, it's going to ruin the paint job.
Mm-hmm.
So we're having to.
I now need to leave this alone for a few minutes. Nope. To set, so I'm going to have to chat Dolly for a bit or something,
Yeah, no worries, mate.
because there's not really much else I can do while that's setting in place. Still not quite right, but
No, that just lets me do me welding then, so that's ideal. Yeah. Bit on
Super
there.
glue may have been a better choice for that. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought a couple of times of breaking out the super glue, and then I thought, trouble is with super glue is it does shatter, doesn't it? So
Yeah, and if you've got to get the piece right first time, otherwise you're just screwed.
yeah.
I'm basically just waiting for the fat glue to set, and it's taking forever.
Yeah, I mean, at least with this welding, if I do balls it up, because I'm only tacking in a few spots, I can always come back at it, reheat it, and yeah.
Yeah, true.
So we got that shoulder pad on. I'll put that panel back on in a sec. That's what it's catching on. It's catching on me nippers. I wondered why.
I beg. Oh, I misheard that then.
Yeah. Nippers. He says nippers. Right. Let's try and pick that up so that I can get the welder in there. I've just got to come off camera a sec, 'cause I can't see.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually off camera with these glue pots.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. It's just I can't see what I'm doing.
We like to do this for your entertainment, but sometimes we have to be out of shot to do what we need to do. That looks as shonky as heck, but hey, it fits with the Ork aesthetic, which is shonky as heck.
Right. Go, that's
Quite the right
welded
angle,
on.
though.
So yeah, desperately trying not to go off shot, but how's audio and video been this week, folks? Hopefully that you can see everything we're doing and hear everything we're saying.
Hopefully my audio is still okay.
Yeah, because you had a bit of an issue, didn't you, the other week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's fine today on my live stream.
Yeah.
I think it was just a momentary shonk.
That's the thing, sometimes the Yetis go into their own little don't want to work mode, don't they?
Yeah, maybe it was like a loose connection or something. The wire wasn't in properly, the USB connector.
Could be Windows. My USB on mine, when it was doing it, in the end I just crimped it a little bit, so it's a, don't know what that is, but it's a tighter
What's
fit.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a nightmare. I don't know exactly what angle it needs to be at. Oh, I like that angle actually. That was handy.
Something got to be at an angle, was it?
Yeah,
Angle at the dangle.
I've got to position this so that the missile is basically vertical. It's at a 45-degree angle relative to the gun.
Yeah.
But if I hold it at 45 degrees, it just falls off. So I need to get it so it's exactly vertical.
Yeah.
And it can just sit there for 10 or 15 minutes and cure. I think I've managed to get the angle just about right. With some bits of things underneath.
Oh, yeah, it's what I had to do with mine. Do you remember when you was asking me about my gun? I said I can't show it at the moment because it's drying. Yeah. Yeah, I know that, mate.
Yep. So there we go. That's there.
Right. Now we can put that where it needs to live, which is shot.
That stops that moving. That should sit quite nicely.
Round about
just
there,
about.
Where we
Oops,
go.
almost. Until I knock it. Hello.
As we like the slightly curious angle.
There we go. Leave that alone for a bit. Hopefully it should set nicely.
That keeps moving, so let's pop him out of the way for a minute.
There we go.
That's got a tit on it, so let's get rid of that.
Put you there.
Dress that down.
That's better.
I want that plate to sit flat. And then come across there, so don't need none of that.
I know you can't see me right now, but I'm just looking down the piece and justificating it. What absolute nonsense that is.
Are you persuasion fitting it, are you?
Well, I'm just trying to get it lined up so I can leave it to set for a while.
Yeah.
Such a poor connection. They could have moulded that as a solid strip of plastic at the top of that square bit.
Yeah.
For you to glue it to, not just two little sticky out lips. Which don't really help at all, but never mind.
You don't want, dare I say, you don't want to stick it out. Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on.
So that puts a little halt to my construction for the moment.
Yeah. I've got a bit of plastic card to go in. Oh, the plastic card. Get your plastic card here, folks. £3 for a pound. £3 for a pound. What one for a pound?
At least the other two missiles do actually stick to the strips on the barrel-y thing, but that one's a nightmare. What are you doing on yours? I'll put you full screen. Because there's nothing to look at on mine at the minute.
I have just melted off a big chunk of plate there because I want that to come at that angle at the back of his arm there. So I just want to make a bit more of a thicker plastic card strip for the top.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's what I'm up to, mate.
I'll leave you full screen.
No, that's all right, mate. Yeah, I don't mind,
there's nothing to look at on my bench because I'm not doing anything. So I'll have a look at chat though. I shall do the chat dollying.
Yeah, it's had all its auxiliary bits more or less on. I've just got loads of plates and bits to do, but this is the fiddly stage, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's have a look. Panzer, I don't know which of these you've read. Panzer Cat says, just a thought, we've had the infamous Insane Blade. Now we have to find a name for this creation.
Absolutely.
Edward Lenz suggests the Insane Stomper.
Good shout.
Paul Lewis says the Giganti Stomper. I don't think you're all being orky enough in your name. Super Shizzle Stomper, says Panzer. Audio and video are okay. Wampa Stomper. Oh, I like that.
Romper Stomper. Yeah.
No, Wampa.
Oh, Wampa.
WHOMPA. Wampa Stomper.
That works for me.
That sounds orky, doesn't it?
That does.
It's a Wampa Stomper.
Yeah, it's not a stomper. It's a Wampa Stomper.
Wendy's off. Just have to say goodnight, everyone, as I have to get up early. Huge hugs and keep well.
You take care, Wendy. As usual, thank you for coming in.
I'm waving. I'm not even on the screen. Big hugs.
And keeping us both company. It means a lot.
Yeah, it does. EC Idaho's in. Hello all, he says.
Hello, EC. Welcome.
Willkommen auf dem Livestream. I know that's not the right German, but never mind. That's a good percussion instrument, that.
It does. I'm impressed.
Yes. Now, if anybody new, ECA, if you're wondering why you're not seeing me, it's because I've got a bit sitting on my desk gluing, and I can't do anything while it's gluing, so there's no point looking at my screen. So if You're getting full widescreen Colin at the minute.
Yeah, you're having to suffer Festa at the moment. For you.
Are you in 1080p or 1440p?
1440p, and I'm off camera again. I do apologise.
No, you're not. You're fine. You're getting 1440p's of Colin sticking bits up his backside on his big.
Yeah,
on his
I
big
am
boy.
welding this on the arse or the shoulder of my Stompa.
Welding, Warhide.
Once it's cooled down, I then go at it with a sander then, just to tidy it up. But it's all good at the end of the day. They're not going to be accomplished welders, are they?
You're oak. You're made of oak.
Absolutely. Let's run a weld down now.
Right, so while you've got me doing nothing, folks, I am your dedicated chat dolly, so please take advantage. Please ask any questions you like in chat.
Yeah, ask Fox anything.
Ask Colin anything. For the next 10 or 15 minutes while I'm doing nothing, I can't do anything. So, for EC Idaho's benefit, I've got that on my bench. I'm pointing at that on my bench, gluing there, and I can't move it. So can't do anything else. I was pointing at it with my mouse pointer, but that's no use at all, is it really?
That is absolutely no use to anyone, mate.
Nope.
Right.
So
that's that welded on.
Get your questions in chat. Anything you want. No religion, no politics, but anything else is fair game.
Absolutely.
Serious or silly questions, ask them all to Colin, and we'll have a laugh.
Absolutely. I was found not guilty. Someone must have left it there.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I wasn't there.
There you go. That then brings that in.
It does cry out for a lot. It does cry out for a lot more grots than you get with the kit, doesn't it?
Yeah, luckily for me, I do have some spare.
You've got tons of them.
Yeah, look at that. It's just mental, isn't it? Look at it.
Yeah. The thing is, excuse me. The thing is, you can look at the wireless you've got and be impressed by it, but it's only when you build that thing for yourself you realise, just by itself, what Steve was working with.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I've got to the point with the wireless where I can actually go round it and identify the bits on it. That is, that's like, my orkiness is a whole new level now, isn't it?
But when you think, well, we've probably you're about 9 or 10 or 11 hours into the build now, maybe more, 12 hours maybe.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Yeah, and yet look at that wireless, how much work Steve put into that.
Oh, yeah.
Just insane.
Absolutely.
Carl William is in.
Hello,
says,
Carl.
my Warhammer knowledge experience is pretty noobish and recommended kits for a first time.
Oh, mate. It depends on depends on what you want to do, mate. You know, it's. I mean, I went Ork because it enables you to express yourself and add silly things to the builds. It depends on what your interests are, mate.
Mm-hmm.
My first Warhammer build was a custom booster blaster, which was a little Ork vehicle.
I'd say, I'm gonna yawn. Excuse me. I would say, I would give you the same piece of advice that I give to anybody about any genre of model making, and that is just to browse through what's available and just go through it until you see something and you go, oh, that's cool. Then you've just answered your own question.
Absolutely.
If you're just making them for the fun of building and painting them, then just browse through the stock and see what tickles your fancy.
Yeah.
You know, you've got 40k, you've got Age of Sigmar, which is the fantasy stuff, you've got the New Horus Heresy stuff. There's loads of vehicles and figures and all kinds of things. See what tickles your fancy. And if you're already an established painter and builder, like you might have a specific genre, go for something that you might quite fancy. If you're good at painting figures, go for some of the bigger figures. Just see what you think's cool. Don't worry about the rights and wrongs or the gameplay or anything like that. Just if you're just building to paint, just go for what looks cool.
That's the mistake I first made. Was I was obsessed with getting it right and all of that lot, and what, you know, it has to be painted a certain way or built a certain way, and it's like your model, you build it how you choose and paint it however you see fit, because
it's no different to any other model kit. Do what you want with it.
Yeah. It's fun.
Your picture's now cleared up on my end. I can see it. It looks fantastic.
It's getting there, isn't it? And of course,
I can see it all clear.
We got the grot tank to do it as well. Yeah, I've got no idea why your picture does that. It must be when you've got yourself on the stream. I don't know. It's definitely StreamYard, though, isn't it?
It's StreamYard. It's just it churning out low quality to me because I don't need to see high quality.
But see, that will sit like that, and then these doors are going to open.
That's just genius. God
Like
damn it,
so.
Colin.
And out pops a grot
God damn
tank.
it.
See, that's
God damn it, that looks awesome.
kind of how it's going to go. And then
Mine looks rubbish now.
that will sit on that side, and that becomes the handle to open the door. See?
Handle.
So, yeah.
God damn it.
And you have a little baby grot tank in there, see?
Yeah.
Different,
Have
isn't
you
it?
got any? Have you had thinkings about the interior? What you're going to be doing on the inside?
It's not going to be busy, because don't forget where the legs come through, you would have gubbins. You'd have gubbins there, wouldn't you? So I think it's just going to be a little area, just enough for the grot tank to roll through. Stairwell, that sort of thing, but...
Get yourself a load of bendy straws for pipes and tubes.
Yeah, you know, I couldn't get a full-blown village in there because it's not got the room, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's going to have a back wall, it's going to have like little rickety stairs and shizzle. And I might put a warm LED in there just so that you can actually see what's going on inside. I don't know, it's up in the air at the moment, but this is just my concept. I'm now able to start resting the front on and seeing whether or not my idea is viable, which it is. You know, she'll sit there like that, and then the grot tank will almost be coming down a little slidey outy, you know,
Tongue.
yeah, drawbridge or whatever.
Edward Leonard suggests Mudderfuka Chomper Stomper.
Yeah, it's just an insane bloody thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And I love how they because they have their two gods, Gork and Mork, or is it Mork and Gork?
Yeah.
They always put the kind of Gork/Mork face on these things.
Yeah.
Because that's who it's supposed to be a tribute to.
Absolutely.
That's why they always have silly faces.
Absolutely. But it's... Yeah, seeing it coming together now, the insanity of it is just mad.
The thing is, once you built one of these, there's that other kit, the Ork one, that's like the little square thing. It's like a tiny version of one of these.
Yeah.
And I've forgotten what it's called now.
Yeah, I think I know the one you mean, which I'll probably end up
It's like
getting.
But you look at that and you think, yeah, it's kind of pants compared to this, really. It's like a Sentinel. It's just not very interesting. It's tiny.
Well, that's the thing, you know, I could either have the grot tank coming out of it or a Sentinel, but I think the grot tank works for me.
Well, that's the weird thing with that other one that I've forgotten the name of. What's it called? It's a...
I've got
anyway,
I think I know the one you
door,
mean, yeah.
Yeah, the door on the front of that one's opened, but there's nothing inside it.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I could have had the doors as a drawbridge seat, where it just goes and the grot tank drives down it.
Then you could have chains.
Exactly. So you could have chains of goodness, see? And it would sit sort of like so.
Or being Ork, would it be more nonsensical to have the door go up?
yeah, up the way. Yeah.
It looks stupid.
It's like anything, when you're displaying it, you're going to have to bend over to see it, whereas with doors, just leave it as the doors come.
And I think what it needs as well, just because it would make no sense at all, is to have little pointy bits of armour plate at the top just sticking down like teeth.
Yeah.
It's because why not?
Why not? Yeah, it can make it look like a mouth, you know?
Yeah. And then a little street side cafe on the inside.
Yeah, a couple of little grots sitting there with the old tea towels and the waiter's tray.
Would it be a simple solution just to build boxes that go on either side that kind of suggest inside here would be all the stuff for the leg, but you just can't see it?
Yeah.
And like just cover them in greeble so it looks like a
Well,
wall.
yeah, I mean, if you remember rightly, I had that big box of Baneblade plates, and I was literally going to build like a plate, you know, using the plates just, you know, gubbins where perhaps in there are cogs, sprockets and that, and then the grot tank is just in between. And then between these would be like a metal dexy floor or a little set of stairs or, you know, something like a gantry. And then around here would be like some grots or whatever just there. And one hanging from a rope. Because he can.
You say gantry?
Is it a gantry?
Just saying, did you just say gantry? That's a good word, that.
Yeah, like a mezzanine floor, you know, around.
Oh, I know what gantry is. I just like the word. Gantry, get your gantry here.
So nothing major, because obviously you would have gubbins in here. So there's just going to be like some angle plate suggesting that the engineering rooms are in there.
Yeah,
which is basically two large grots riding pedals to make the legs move, because
yeah,
you know, that's what they were, grots on unicycles.
Or a squig on a wheel.
Yeah. So
a squig on a treadmill. But yeah, you're suggesting it by having a box and suggesting it's inside.
It's just something there to take the eye away from this.
Yeah.
You know, and it's there, and then obviously the back can just be some plates leaning up, and then like a walkway on the top and a staircase coming. That's it. And then the grot tank is there, you know, so it's got to be done, isn't it? I mean, come on.
It's got to be done. Well, yeah, you have to do it.
You know, I don't need to go mad with this one, but it's got an interior. How many of
I
them
don't
got
need
an
to
interior?
go mad with this one. If there's ever a phrase that you've got no business saying, I don't need to go mad with this one, is not something you should ever really say.
I should. Yeah, the error of my ways.
De matter Ork Stompa, says Carl William.
It's got to, isn't it? You've got to. Hey, it's just like that, you know, a little gun turret that sits on the shoulder. It's mad.
Yeah. Little cylinder with a gun in it.
Yeah. Why? Because you can.
Because you can. I'm surprised you haven't added 3 extra sponsons to it, but there you go.
Well, I have greebles.
Yeah.
You know, there may be additional guns, and there is going to be a cannon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there is going to be a cannon. So
a cannon, you say?
Yeah, I can't not have a cannon.
Well, I don't want to know. I want to be surprised.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. I didn't want to blurt that out, but it's too late now. I'll blurt it out.
Will it be PG family friendly?
Yeah. Well, I had to think very carefully of the placement, because originally it was going to be, and it would have looked like a chibi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the size of that, every time the picture goes nice and clear for me, I'm just amazed by the size of that chainsword. It looks so weighty and heavy.
Yeah, it was a sod to glue on.
Yeah, I can't wait to get building it.
That was actually more of a problem to stick than the gun. The gun just went like shit to a blanket, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't start on mine, so.
But no, it's only I had all them bits. I had all them bits already built, and I thought rather than keep cramming them in the box and risk breaking it, I would just glue them on, because it sits on the shelf next to the Warlick and the Insane Blade, so it might as well sit in its own, and I can start to observe it and perhaps see where I want to go with the paint.
How did you glue the arms on? Is it just regular tube cement in your case? Because that's all you had.
No, I use my own Festa film. I make my own glue, don't I?
Okay.
So I made a pot there that's got a bit of extra kick to it.
All right.
And I just slather it on. And
do you think it Do you think it would be possible to paint the arms and then stick them on later, or is it too much messy glue to do that? Do you think?
I could have done. You know, if that's what you're looking at doing, paint your arms off a bit, because you've got your surface discs. If you was to put a bit of masking tape over the glue area on both sides, then yeah, you could glue it on afterwards. But I was just worried about glue perhaps running down, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm lucky I can get to everything, because I can shove my hand in it and wear it like a mitten. See?
Because I suddenly thought one thing you could do if I was, because I'm not building an interior.
Yeah.
I thought, well, I can stick it in and then glue a load of bits of sprue on the inside, so you've got the little nub on the gun or the arm.
Yeah.
Stick it like you do on Imperial Night to make it stop falling off. You put the thing in the hole and then you put bits of sprue. But of course I can't do that. But
I found once the extra thin bit, basically when I glued them, I slathered it on, sat it there, slathered it on the other side. By the time that had started to get a bit tacky, it was ready to go. And then once I had it pinched, I just dabbed all the way around it and just held onto it for a little bit. And think it was on there.
I'll have a think when I get my arms built. I'll have a think and see if I can.
Yeah. But luckily, I can get to everything.
Yeah. I think if I can have mine off when I paint them, I wouldn't find it easier. I just find I'm not then lifting the whole model every time. I could just paint the arms and stuff. But if I can't, then I'll glue them on.
Yeah, that's
if I think I can get away with.
I mean, I'm quite lucky really because I can wear it like a glove.
I know. It's almost like a backwards puppet.
Yeah. Punch and Judy. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah.
If you would leave the head off and just get two ping pong. Right, here you go. Two ping pong balls.
Yeah.
Put them where the head goes. Put a black dot on them. You've got two eyes. Put some teeth in the top of that cavity. You've got a thing with a massive mouth.
Yeah.
And two googly
eyes. It's
eyes.
mad, isn't it? If I just put a big handprint on my webcam, I think I have.
It's got a bit fuzzy focusy. I don't know if you knocked the... Oh, no, there you go. It was auto-focusing.
Yeah. That's weird.
There you go.
Considering autofocus is turned off. How weird.
Madness.
Madness.
But
it is. It's just an insane little thing, isn't it? It's just like...
Let's have a quick look at chat. As long as it has fart-powered grot cannon, says Edward Leonard, it'll be fine. Because remember he put a fart-powered grot cannon on his squiggoth. Philly says, anybody else not seeing much in Facebook groups? When I check in the Boom Hut, I have it set to show new posts first, but it's only showing me a few posts from the same few members. Yeah, Facebook's been up on the wall for the last few days.
It's all gone a bit Pete Tong, mate.
Yeah, for a while, every time I posted a link on my Tabletop Trauma Centre page, it wouldn't, a YouTube link, it wouldn't do the preview thumbnail for the YouTube, it just had the link.
Yeah.
So they're probably changing stuff. I'm thinking it's a problem with the app on my phone or something else. I'm guessing there are more than 3 posts since yesterday. There are. But if it's doing like latest, it may just be that those 3 posts keep getting comments, because don't forget that'll push it back to the top of the thread.
Yeah. But Facebook is a bit balked at the moment, though.
Yeah, if you're on iPhone, it's always the first thing to check. If you're on iPhone and something's not quite working, first thing to check: have you got an update?
Yeah.
iPhone's weird. I don't know if it's just me then. Every time, I'll be there and I'll do something on, say, Facebook or Twitter or whatever the app I'm using, and suddenly it won't quite work. Like perhaps I'm trying to sign into something in Chrome and it won't quite work.
Whenever I do an update, normally it'll reboot anyway, but if it doesn't, I always reboot the phone. Leave it off for a couple of minutes and then just boot it back up. Normally it's all right.
Yeah. No, I mean, with me, it's before you update it. It's how I know I've got an update. Is usually an app suddenly stops not doing something.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal.
It's something like, for some reason in an app, everything works except the sign in button, and you're like, hang on.
Yeah.
Is this the app or is this just iPhone telling me I've got an update? Okay.
Yeah. Basically, the app stops responding. It's a developer thing, where
why they can't just.
Yeah, go on.
Why Apple can't just put a pop up that says there's an update for your phone? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's not Apple's program. It's the developer that does the update, isn't it? You know.
No, I don't mean an update for the app. I mean if there's an iOS update.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, if there's an iOS update, for some reason it always balks your apps.
Really?
It's the first thing I think when something doesn't work.
That on mine. No.
Yeah, especially if I'm trying to send for some reason, if I'm trying to send a text message and it won't send, I'm like, either my Wi-Fi is off, or there's an iOS update.
No, I've never had that
especially
problem,
text
mate.
messages for some reason. It's really weird.
No, never bothers me that. Normally, I only know there's an update because it'll, there'll be a little number next to the folder that
Nope, that'll be the thing for Mrs. W.
That's 9 times out of 10 how I know it's got an app or an update. It's because it'll just have a number next to the folder. But other than that,
Carl Williams says, just imagining the greatest match of Rock'em Sock'em robots with 2 of those.
Oh, it'd be the nuts, wouldn't it?
That would be good.
Proper robot wars, wouldn't it? But
I always wanted one of them as a kid. I never had one.
it's just every time I look at it, I'm seeing something new.
Yeah. When you say new, do you mean something new on it or something new you could do to it?
No, something new that I'm spotting that I hadn't noticed. It's
it is packed with details, isn't it?
Yeah, being at the plates, you see a different type plate because you've not seen it assembled from that angle. It's the first time I've had the whole thing sat on the bench like this, because normally I'll either have the body or an arm or a head, but I've got most of it on there tonight, and
Yeah.
different
I just
angles, you know, even when I looked at his Aris, you know, all the different detail round here, I hadn't really picked out and noticed much of it. But
It's
just
funny that you
mad.
can turn it round and, you know, you recognise, like, the door on the back where that drop-down thing is.
Yeah.
It's like the hatch off a Lehman Russ.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think the drop-down door, I can't quite tell from here, but I think the drop-down door might be like a rhino hatch or something.
Yeah, I could have had the Lehman Russ coming out of it, but yeah, much better a grot, much better to have a grot tank.
Yeah, because, yeah.
It's grot tank, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But,
Nuts.
I do find myself thinking, can you imagine if they just relaunched this, if they dumped this kit and relaunched it as a modern tooling? Like, they just started from scratch and redesigned it.
Yeah.
There'd be so much more detail.
Yeah, but this is where I get the Full.Build stuff that you can get for it. You know, you can get the extra arms, can't you? And you can get the belly gun and all of that, because it really does bring out bits and bobs, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's more just alternatives, though.
Yeah,
But imagine if they relaunched the kit, the base kit. Oh,
yeah, it would
like
be
you'd
good.
have like all these bits where it's like just moulded in plastic paneling. You'd actually have individual panels and things. It'd be much more
Yeah, it would be.
intricate.
Yeah, it would bring it into the modern frame, because it is a bit dated, isn't it now?
Yeah,
Like, what was this, an 09?
I think it was. Yes,
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it was released in 2013. No, 2009. I think the video on the Warhammer channel is like 2009 or 2010, which was like the announcement. It's just released, and it was a terrible video.
Yeah, I think the instructions could do with a rework personally, because there's bound to be a few people out there that have built this that, you know, like us, have looked at it and gone, oh, if only they had done that better, and da-da-da.
When you say rework, do you mean burning?
Yeah, I think they could do with a bit more detail. These instructions are quite Full.Build-y, aren't they? Let's be honest.
They're absolute garbage.
You know, they're about as much use as tits on fish, mate.
Exactly.
But no, I've still got all that lot to go on it yet. All the different plates and spikes.
Panzer Cat says, Phil, the summer months are usually quiet in the groups and model-related websites. True.
Yeah. But I am coming to the end of section 21.
Blimey, I can't look at what that is because I'll have to move my thing that I've got drying.
No, that's all right, mate.
Don't forget, folks, while I'm chat dollying, take advantage of the fact that I can't do anything but deal with chat and ask lots of questions in chat.
Absolutely.
Ask me or Colin anything.
Absolutely.
Anything apart from religion and politics.
Feel free, have at us.
I can hear the boiler. She's up.
Really? Bloody hell,
Yeah.
you've got good ear. It's right next
Yeah,
to me and
she's
I
up.
can't hear it.
It's quite impressive that it's the first time she's ever had the alarm go off and got up straight away. She must be had slept well.
Yeah, I've got a text message there. I am. I thought I felt my wrist move. That sounded wrong.
It's like 'cause she's got used to being when you go and wake her up half an hour
Yeah,
later.
it's so funny. Oh, what day is it?
How do you know to wake me up? Because Fox can't hear the boiler. What?
Yeah. Oh, last week was hilarious when I rung up to her. Oh, what do you want? It's just time to get up, love. Oh, all right then. Oh, bless her heart.
Bless her. Yeah, so ask us anything, folks. Any questions? No
Absolutely.
religion, no politics. For the love of God, please do, because I'm just sat here twiddling my thumbs otherwise.
Yeah, no, you carry on, folks. Ask us whatever you want.
Yep.
You know,
I'm gonna have
have
to
you
leave
got
this rocket for a while
favourite
to
kits
set,
that you want to do? Have you got, you know, if you're new to this genre, is there anything that you might be tempted to build? If I've got it on the shelf, I'll always go and get it and bring it on camera.
Yeah, you can ask. It doesn't even have to be about model making. You can ask us about anything you want. You can ask us about worms.
Worms.
The history of pencils. Might not be able to answer much on that one.
Absolutely.
Cheese.
Do you know something, right? I've just
Go on.
realised this.
Yes.
Now, you know these really sexy plates that me and you have been, oh, look at them.
The one, oh yeah, the one with big gouges and things taken out.
Do you know, according to the instructions on section 22, these are options. Options. Why would you leave them off? Why would you leave that off?
Hang on, if it's an option, where are you supposed to put it? Would it not be on top of another existing panel?
Exactly. You can put it where you like.
But it would be a panel on top of all the other panels, which wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, but it's all don't matter.
That's true.
It's double thickness armour. Even though you're putting a bit on top that's got an hole in it, it's double thickness.
Hole in it. That's true.
There's an hole.
You could have them all. You could have them all just hanging on a chain down the side, like loosely, so totally ineffectual.
There's an hole on my Stompa.
Needs a cloak.
I would say it needs a crow's nest, but it's already got one.
Yeah, it's got a screwed on that one, aren't you?
I am, mate.
It needs a mainsail with a massive mast and a big mainsail.
Needs a bit of raggy, doesn't it? It's got to have a raggy pennant.
Yeah, needs some raggy. I thought you'd already put raggy in it somewhere, but obviously not.
No, that's in the WASBOM, in the WAS car.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, and the Lehman Russ has also got a bit of raggy, but yeah, folks, yeah, that's my blaster jet. It's going to be a WAS car.
WAS car.
Because
Panzercat asks, if H is up early, does that mean Colin's in trouble?
That would be an ecumenical matter.
Doesn't matter what the situation is. Colin's always in trouble.
Absolutely. If there's a doghouse, mate, you can guarantee, Panzer, I'll be in it.
If there's a reason for Mrs. Workshop to be unhappy with Colin, then it exists.
Normally, if I go, evening, love, you're looking great. What have you broke? What? What do you mean? You're never nice to me. Oh, really?
Yeah. She knows how mercenary we men are.
Yeah.
Jeff says, that hole in the armour plate looks just the right size for a grot to peer out.
Exactly.
I think you'd have to take a plate out of the armour then, wouldn't you, and put it inside. The grot inside, I suppose.
Yeah,
or build a box for it to go outside.
Easy enough to do, because you just drill out the plate that you're putting that one on top of and have the grot poking out. Like a grot hole.
Grot hole. Or, well, yeah, just drill a hole. Yeah, drill a hole big enough to have the hole.
Because there are flaps all around this with little grots and people's heads in there and shizzle, so yeah. Like I say, every time I look at it at a different angle, I'm seeing stuff that I hadn't noticed. And I'm loving it. It's like, yeah, my little brain is...
Your little brain's having a whale of a time, isn't it?
Oh, it is, mate. My little toes are twiddling in excitement.
Oh, yeah. Panzer says, so it's not a dog house, it's a Colin house.
Absolutely. Is the correct answer.
Philly says, yeah, mine's balked. I see posts from Edward James Fox today, then it's right into stuff from 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Facebook app anyway is garbage, regardless.
Oh, yeah, it's about as much use as a chocolate teapot, isn't it?
People ask me why I don't use my phone for the internet. It's like, because everything's based on apps and all the app versions of all the websites are garbage.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how people can use the YouTube app. It's absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it's gunge, isn't it?
It's all rubbish. It's like, so I'm just desktop. I need desktop.
Anything smaller than an iPad's not worth watching a YouTube video on.
No.
Mind you, I am a man of a certain age and I can't see it, so that's what...
Yeah. I mean, even then, that's only when I've got no option but to, because I'm in a different room and I'm downstairs, so I'm doing the washing up.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm going to watch it on my desktop, because dirty, great big 21-inch screen.
Absolutely. It's a gun,
Not bigger than
isn't it?
21-inch screen, but compared to an iPad. Well, I think I can't do much more tonight while this thing's still drying.
Is it messing with you, is it, mate?
No, it's just been sat there, but I think I'm going to have to leave it overnight to cure, because you can see it's just sitting there waiting.
No, bless it.
I've got it vertical, so but I think if I start gluing the other ones on, I'll have to have them at different angles, and I'll just have to leave it and do it.
Yeah, you're getting
cured.
Yeah, you're getting bored because you've got nothing to do, haven't you?
No, I'm not getting bored. It's just frustrating because I can't do anything.
Oh,
I made the mistake of putting it there, and now I can't move it, and I can't do anything else. It's like, I should have put it over there. Oh,
yeah, you can't do the magician's tablecloth bit, can you? What glue did you use then? Because if it's extra thin, it should have gone off by.
I used a mixture of all three. I used fat and thin and fast setting.
Yeah. What is
But
it
it's
you
purely
glued on? The missile with the bomb?
Yeah, but it's like the contact. I had to put a piece of plastic card down because it was two little thin contact points like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and it wouldn't stick. So I put a piece of plastic card across and stuck it to that. But it's being a bit, because it's at a jaunty angle. It's not really got anything to support. When you hold it straight, it just goes ba-ding. Yeah. So I need to let it fully cure, and then I can put the other ones on because they've got better contact points.
Yeah, no worries, mate. If you want to call it, mate.
Yeah, but I need to go to bed anyway, I think.
Carl Williams says at Festa, what got you into modelling and what's your favourite series to build? At Fox, any possible new Gundam build videos in the near future? Your Sinaju Stain playlist has helped me a lot. I got back into models after I had an accident and I was in a halo. And as my health started to decline because I've got MS, my missus bought me some kits and just said, look, get back into the hobby that you did when you was younger. When I was 9, I got into model kit building because my uncle did it and I was fascinated by what he created. So he went out and bought me my first model kit. Favourite series? Probably bikes. I do like me motorbikes, but I will build anything that allows me or stimulates me to create, because I like creating.
You've basically got the rule, apart from bikes, which you like anyway, you're just the rule of cool, aren't you?
Yeah, if someone says to me, oh, I built this kit and it is really bad, it's the worst kit ever, I'll go out and buy it because I like the challenge of a real bad, shonky kit.
Oh, yeah. You like your shonky kits. Yeah.
As for you, the Gundam?
Any possible new Gundam builds in the future? Yes. I have in my stash a Gyara Doga. I have a Kshatriya to do, HGUC Kshatriya, which will be the next one I do.
Same ones I'm doing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I have a 160 no grade Strike Gundam, Strike Freedom, but it's a no grade 160. It's not perfect grade, but it's 160 scale. It's got like 10 parts. I have a not a Sinanju. What's the other one? The red one. Not a Sinanju, or is it a Sinanju?
Sinanju.
Yeah. Sinanju is Sinanju. Yeah, because Hazabi is the other one. Well remembered. Yes, I've got a Sinanju to do. That was gifted to me by Damir Kahonjic, who I still need to build. And I've got a few other bits and bobs and some HGs and stuff to build. I just got burnt out on them. Yeah, I got burnt out on the limitations that those kits give you when it comes to painting. So that's when I got into Warhammer. I will get back because I need to do my Kshatriya. Yeah. But when I get round to doing it, I don't know yet because I've got a huge queue of things I need to get done. I do need to get back into filming builds properly, but at the minute I'm trying to build stuff to sell just to make some money because I'm skint. I've got bills to pay, so all hands on deck at the minute is to build stuff to sell it on eBay. So I don't know yet, but I will get back into Gunpla. I do have a Kshatriya that I need to build, so
absolutely
that'll be the next one.
I mean, before I ripped out the man cave and did me move around, I had started filming the Kshatriya because I'm doing one as a steampunk Gundam, and I will get round to editing the video and finishing it off because it's just one of them, isn't it? It's got to be done.
Yeah. I haven't decided what colours to do my Kshatriya yet. I don't know whether to do it as Borderlands style because I enjoyed doing that on the Sazabi.
Yeah, that came out really lovely. That did.
Yeah,
I must admit.
It won best in show for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Then it suddenly wasn't best in show anymore.
Former award-winning model maker.
Yeah, let's not go on that one. But anyway, yes. So I will get back to them. It'll be a Kshatriya, but whether I don't know. I'm not sure what colours to paint it yet.
Yeah. Well, this is it.
But
go on.
I got burnt out on them because you can't just slap any old paint on them because the plastic can get eaten by solvent. So a lot of the techniques I use, I can't do. And I got burnt out trying to figure out how to pre-pose them and glue them all into a pose, allowing me to still paint them. So I got frustrated with the fact that I couldn't just use enamels and oils freely. So,
well, yeah, you're not able to do your normal paint effects, are you? It was almost restricting you slightly, wasn't it?
yeah, I mean, I can, but a lot of them I can't, and some of them I can, but only if I'm very, very careful. So.
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, it's like
but
the
we'll get back to
Kshatriya I'm doing. I'm going to have all kinds of different metals, brasses, coppers. There's going to be wood. There's going to be all kinds of different paint effects because I want it to look like it's a cobbled together steampunky type contraption.
Yeah.
So it's just
Absolutely.
my take on it. You know, it might upset the purists. I don't know. That's not my
And the crow's
intention.
nest.
But Carl is saying, cheers, mate. Looking forward to future streams. Nice to meet everyone. Lovely to meet
nice
you,
to meet
Carl.
you too.
Remember, mate,
absolutely.
if you subscribe to our channels, mate, you can subscribe to mine. Ring the bell, you'll get notified of future streams. Same with Fox. You can do it over our Model Making Guru on the YouTube.
Ringing the bell and gefartens.
And that, you know, just keeps you abreast of what we're doing. Let's put Fox back
said
on
breast.
screen as well.
You said breast.
I know I did. So we're going to wrap up,
breast.
are we, mate?
If you don't mind, I'm getting a bit sleepy.
Yeah,
so
no worries, mate. If you're
my
getting...
my new normal humanity timescale.
No, that's all right, because it lets me go and have me dinner anyway, so...
Yeah.
No worries. So, yeah, EC Idaho says, yeah, auto purists. Yeah, it's like anything, mate. We try to play nice, don't we?
What's that? What?
No, I was saying that when I first started the Gundam, I didn't want to upset the purists. Because you don't,
Oh, I
do
don't
you?
care.
You know,
Oh, I don't care. I never care about that. I just build whatever I want.
it's like when I did the cat build, you know, I was worried that I would get a world of hate from the Star Wars community, but they actually loved it.
Oh, yeah. Whereas I'm just like, I don't care.
Absolutely. Everyone's saying it was good to meet Carl. Welcome to the community, mate. Hopefully you can browse through our channels. You'll see something on the channels that you like. If you've got any...
Lynn Dipple. Important comment from Lynn Dipple.
Oh, well done, Lynn. Hi, and by
Well done,
Pete's,
Lynn.
I got a job. Oh, brilliant.
Yay.
I made up for you. Good for you,
I'm glad you got
darling.
that sorted. You can get out of that other one and get yourself hopefully a better job.
Absolutely. They're all saying thanks for the live stream. Our pleasure. Lovely. It really is lovely to spend our Fridays with you all.
Yeah.
Are we on Sunday, Fox?
Yes, as far as I know, Warhammer Sunday at
Yeah.
5 o'clock maybe.
Yeah, no worries.
Are you brunching?
Yeah, I'm doing the Sunday brunch at the bench with Dave up past 12 this Sunday lunchtime, where we'll be doing a bit more on the digger build at the bench, and then I'll be joining Fox over on Model Making Guru channel, where we'll be continuing the Lehman Russ Educating Festa series.
Yeah. I will be back tomorrow. Well, today now, Saturday. 5 o'clock this afternoon. Today, Saturday, I'll be back. I'm not doing Cyberpunk. I'm not playing Cyberpunk. I've dumped that for the moment because I'm building my Age of Sigmar. It's not Age of Sigmar, Age of Darkness. I can't get it right. Horus Heresy set. I'm still building that, so I'll be doing some more work at the bench. So I'll see you at 5 o'clock this afternoon for that. If you want to come along and watch
Days.
it.
And Lynn's moving back to Texas. I am so pleased,
Ooh.
Lynn, that you've finally sorted it out. Paul Lewis says, great stream. Until next time, be seeing you. Thank you all for tuning in.
Big hugs, Lynn. Congratulations.
Stay safe, everyone.
Yeah.
And until Sunday and the next time, bye-bye for now.
Adios, amoebas. Bye.